A month with this on this government card to not do a fucking thing.
You ready to try this again?
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like yet. We haven't faded, so nobody knows.
Oh, we're gonna see if we're gonna see what happens.
Let's just see.
I'm not going.
How we doing? Oh, not locked up.
I'm not gonna look up.
Not locked up. There are comments. There's a comment section.
I think we're cooking
So
with gas
far,
now,
so
boys.
good. Okay.
Cooking with gas, boys.
Okay, so far so good.
Right.
For those of you who don't know, which is all of you, we are on a backup kind of internet.
Yeah.
Not the
Not
5
Gucci,
gig
not Gucci internet.
that we usually have. So I don't know how this is going to go tonight.
I mean, we've streamed with a phone taped to a window before, dude.
Yeah, but that phone is a
remember that.
different stream.
It's a different stream. It's a different stream. I'm just saying, dude.
Now, what I wish I knew then, back then, that was before I used Restream.
Yeah.
Like, Restream has a mobile app. You
Oh,
stream from Restream, and you,
You know
can
what
still
they
get all
say?
your platforms.
You know what they say? Hindsight's 50-50.
Hindsight's 50-50.
50.
Hindsight's 50-50. So,
50-50.
if there are issues with our stream, let us know in the comments section, which is here was a last-minute save.
I don't know if it's my phone because I only have one bar of service, or if it's our
Right.
internet.
Well,
but
that's the
I'm
thing.
choppy as a mother.
Yeah, we're choppy. We're choppy bad on the phones. But like I said, there's only one bar of service.
Yeah. That's that. And the good Wi-Fi's down, so I'm not even on the other Wi-Fi.
I'm not on Wi-Fi.
Are you good?
I'm good on mine. Sounds
All right.
fine.
All right.
Hopefully it sounds good on your end.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
mine's not doing good, but I don't have good service. I've never have had good service in here.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Do you know the last time we were here?
dude, it feels like a month.
January 31st.
How long ago was that? A month?
Almost.
28 days ago.
What?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we did one of
Did they
these.
make a movie about that?
Been a long time, huh?
28 days later.
28 days later. Yes, there
Yeah,
is a
dude,
movie
I
about
think it's
that.
about like some like weird disease that's going to take.
No,
So
that was the Sandra Bullock movie.
what?
28 days. 28 weeks later was the zombie.
What's 28 days later?
Wasn't the Sandra Bullock 28 days later?
I thought it was 28 days
28
later, and then 28 weeks later.
Apparently, my masterful movie knowledge has gone by the wayside. Because
yeah.
when we were on the high roller, I was killing it. Like that bartender was like, movie knowledge. And I'm
Killing
like,
it.
fuck yeah, Brad
killing
Pitt.
it, dude, killing it.
Yeah.
Dude, how old is Brad Pitt? I saw something on like fucking one of them little tabloid things that he's like 60.
I'd
He
he's
might
probably,
be.
He's probably
Dude,
late
there
50s.
ain't no way Brad Pitt's 60 years old.
I bet he's pushing. everybody.
Brad Pitt
I'm pretty sure my mom wrote him love letters whenever I was a little kid.
is 100%. He turned 60 years old December 18th.
Dang.
Man, I saw
Believe
that
that?
on that tablet.
He's like 60 and a half.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I want to buy one of those one time just to read the stories. in it.
He's this mini. That's a lot of minis.
60. You're going to take your shoes off, count that high, dude.
I won't get that high with my shoes off.
Nope. Bring Patrick in here.
Only got 9 toes.
How was Vegas?
Dude.
Oh, dude. It was good.
One of the worst gambling trips.
Oh yeah, so I've only done good on that trip gambling one time, right?
Really?
I go planning to not do good gambling because I never do.
Yeah.
I don't
And-
know
and
why
when
it
I-
says platform. Oh, man. Yeah, this internet's rough.
And when I do
Anyway,
good
yeah.
at gambling, when I do good, it usually ends up we get fucking smashed and I lose it all somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
Just because we like celebrate and it's
Yeah.
like, but yeah, it was fun. Nick Grams showed up for one of the
Nick
days.
Graham showed up for half of one night.
Half of one night, dude. We commandeered his limo. Did you come with? No, you played.
did not.
You played high. You played fucking.
Dude, he was throwing money at me. Like we sat down. He wanted me to teach him how to play Baccarat.
Okay.
So I was like, I will teach you how to play Baccarat. He's like, okay, cool. But first, I got to build up my shit. We got to go to high limit blackjack. I was like, all right, I'll roll with you at high limit blackjack. No intentions of playing. Like this is the last full night of the trip. I had like $400 left.
Yeah.
I'm not playing fucking high limit blackjack
High
with
limit
$400.
blackjack, dude.
So we're there, and he sits down and buys chips. He goes, "Are you not playing?" I was like, "Nick, I have $400 left for the trip."
Yeah.
No, I'm not playing. He's like, "You got money now. You're good." Sets a stack of fucking quarters in front of me, $25 chips. I'm like, "Nick, what do you want me to do?" He's like, "I want you to play how you normally play. Let's build this up together. Fair enough. All right.
Send it.
So I'm in. So I'm like sitting here playing, and I did really well to start. Like, really well. Like, he gave me like $200, and I had it. I was over $1,000. I'm crushing.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm like getting confused because I'm like, Nick, when do you want to stop? Like, he's like, play how you normally play. I'm like, I've 8 times to my money, or I have 5 times my money. I would normally like cut it off right now. Yeah. Go get a cig, get a drink somewhere, take a break from this table, and then go to another table and try again, but with, you know, restart with 200.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we're not gonna do that. He's like, this is your money. I'm like, no, it's not, Nick. You bought me into this. He's like, that's all your money. He's like, let's get it to. He goes, if you get it to $2,000, give me my $200 back, and we're good. I'm like, so I'm confused the whole time on what to do because I know what I wanted to do. Like, I only took like so much. Like, so I'm like sitting here with like half my trip money back, and I'm like, if this is mine, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the suite to get wasted. And then I'll figure it out later with some of this in my hotel room. If this is mine.
Yeah.
If this is mine, some of it's going back to my room right now. Because it's not safe in my pocket.
Right.
I know
Not
me.
safe. Not safe.
I'm going to go play some penny slots and have a fucking blast.
Yeah.
That was not in the cards. Nick was like, nah, we got to do Baki. I'm like, Nick, when are we going to do Baki? He goes, I got to get mine built up. And he is just pissing away money. I'm like, Nick, why don't you just not get it built up? Let's go play quarter Baki. And, you know, I'll show you how to play Baccarat. That way, next time you'll know.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I'm out on Baccarat, dude. I got to go home. I'm like, what? Like, we had this whole night of partying planned. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, man, I'm fucking going bust. I got to get out of here. I got to get back to my room.
This is after we commandeered his limo. So we
Yeah,
already
so
took
they're
his-
all gone.
So we're
Nick's like, my limo driver's back. I got to get out of here, Bo. I got to go home. And
Yeah.
I had, by his request, pissed away all this money that I had made for him.
Ooh.
And I'm like, so I literally got on this big, massive high
Yeah.
and then back down to low. And then his limo driver shows up. He leaves, and I'm alone. And I'm like,
yeah.
so I texted. I was like, did everybody go to the Strat? And yeah, everybody was gone.
We're like, well, I think so. We went to the
You
Strat.
went to
Then
Fontainebleau.
we went Fontainebleau. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to the Strat first.
Apparently, it's Fontainebleau.
Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we went there. We went to the Strat first, right? And then, yeah. So back to the thing. We dropped Nick and Patty, or Nick and Caleb and Sean B off at High Limit Blackjack, right? And they're just there, and we're like, hey, we're gonna go to the Strat. And Nick's like, hey, I got a car waiting at the D. Just take that. We're like, what? And he goes, yeah, dude, the guy's name's Teddy. Like, here's his number. We're like, okay, fuck it. So we walk back down to the D.
So Nick rolls with bigger money than most of us.
yeah.
Right.
And then his buddy that he was in Vegas with rolls even larger. So
Okay.
he's like high limit, like blah, 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 G's thrown around. I'm like,
Okay.
bro,
Yeah.
you lost more money here than I brought for the trip.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And we just walk out in front of the D, right? And there's this fucking limo sitting out in front of the D. We're like, what? So then we're like, we walk up and like, hey, are you Teddy? And the guy's like, yeah. And we're like, oh, dude, Nick said we could just take this to the Strat. And he goes, okay. So he like puts in, we get in the car, he fucking drives to the Strat. And then we go in there, and I don't know if, I think the tables were full or something was fucked up in there, right? So then we left, and we're like, hey, can you take us here? And we're like, yeah. So then we go there, and I think when he dropped us off there is when Nick was ready to go. So he left us. He's like, all right, guys, I gotta go take Nick
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we're like, oh, dude, you do what you gotta do. Like, we'll fucking Uber out of here. Like,
Yeah.
appreciate you, right? But yeah, it's just like we go out front, and it's like just waiting there. I'm like, what the fuck? And like, it was awesome. Well, we get to Andiamo, and Nick's just like, Tyler, order a bunch of appetizers for the table on me. He's like, this is your forte. I'm like, what? I'm like, order appetizers for the table. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't know what people like. I'm like, so I just got an assortment of all kinds of shit, and then we tore it up. Like,
Yeah.
it went good.
Nick basically showed up to splash $4,000 or $5,000 onto our trip and then just leave like some
It's the
kind
most.
of fucking
It was the most.
gangster.
Like
it was
the guy
the,
in
yeah,
The
dude.
Hangover,
That's the
gone.
most gangster fucking thing I've ever
just
seen in
like
my
a
life.
fucking gangster.
Fucking gangster.
Like
dude.
you're like, you guys want fucking lobsters? Like we're at a steakhouse. All right, cool. You want that eggplant shit? Go ahead, get
you
that.
want that eggplant?
Go ahead, get
shit?
that.
Yeah, dude.
Just fucking get it.
That's awesome.
And then it's just like splash. And then he's like out of nowhere. Like, I got to go back to my room, but my limo driver's here. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be alone.
Yeah.
Where are my friends?
Dude, I was. Wait, no, that wasn't the night that wasn't the night I was real fucked up. I don't think, was it?
No.
That's whenever Andy found me at the Strat, and I was just like leaned up against that thing, and I'm like, dude, we gotta go. We went. That was a bad day. There was 2 days like that for me out there.
They all bleed into one big long
Right.
day.
They do.
How long were you guys there? 3 days?
3 days.
Well,
3.5.
three and a half. Yeah, yeah, dude. One time, like
I would like to again announce that is a long fucking Vegas trip.
That's a long Vegas
It
trip.
is.
Yeah, too long.
3 days is a fucking eternity out there.
Yes, yes. If I have to
Because you
sleep
got,
more than 2
3
nights,
hours sleep probably the whole time?
I slept pretty well out there.
So I fell asleep at 6 p.m. one night, dude.
Yeah.
So we went to the
And then slept the night away.
We went to the new. Well, I got back up at 9 and went back down, but it's like once you fall asleep and get up, you're just not the same, right?
Yeah, right.
So like, but we went to the new Woo out there with the dispensary in Vegas, right? And one of the guys that went, they had a dab bar, so he like wanted to go check it out. So and it's literally just that's what it is, right? It's a bar, like a dab bar, like it's like a fucking alcohol bar, but that's it. And I don't do dabs or whatever, but they had can of cocktails, so it was like THC cocktails, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude. And what I didn't know is the guy was like, because I think Patrick picked up my cocktail for me, and what I didn't know is the guy was like, oh, you had to wait a while. Here's a few extra pumps, right? So I'm like, okay. I was expecting a 5 milligram drink, right? I'm like, whatever. And I drink this thing, and I'm like, all right. And I get another one, and I am fucking obliterate. Like,
Did you see the picture of Tyler?
Yes, I did.
like I'm not
Yeah.
even on this.
I could tell.
I'm not even on this planet, dude. I'm
No,
just
dude,
like,
Tyler was with us, but he was no longer with us.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Like-
yeah. The artist formerly known as Tyler. I was
Right.
in there, dude. I'm like, I was fucked.
Gone.
I was fucked. And then and I don't remember like that. I've never blacked out from that, and I don't remember leaving that place. I don't remember
Oh,
what happened
shit.
like the next 3 hours after that. All I remember is fucking taking a nap at 6 and waking up at 9.
That's awesome.
I was fucked.
I want to go out on one of your trips with you guys.
You got to.
It's fun.
I
dude.
want to bad.
It's fun. It's fun.
We have way more fun than I ever imagined we could have. This trip, and what I was going to say about this trip, the gambling was bad across the board.
Yeah.
No one gambled well.
no.
Jones had a good run at Fontainebleau that day.
So Nate, I think Nate did good. Like I saw like
Nate always says he does good.
why we were at
He had a good morning the last day. I know that.
the last full day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last full day is I was with him, and like he couldn't lose. He just sat down and be like, bing, 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 like minimum bet and fucking penny slots, like $200. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you go to another one and be like, boom, boom, $400. I'm like, what in the fuck, dude? Like and they couldn't lose on fucking slots. And then here I am putting in $200, like
Gone.
not yeah. It's like and it's gone, like that South Park episode, like and it's gone.
gone,
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, I can't hit shit. I don't think I won anything on slots. Like
Damn.
nothing. Like I don't even think I recovered a full button push on any time I spun the fucking wheels on there. I don't think that's how bad my slot game was. Like I feel like if I would have stuck only to table games, I would have done a lot better. Cuz I had a pretty good blackjack run for a while, and then
Right.
I'm telling you, anytime I get up, dude, I just start partying. Then I get down.
I feel like the good blackjack round that I could have went on is when I sat down with you guys, played 2 hands, and they were like, hey, we're going to go up here and do this. And I was like, well, that's what I was waiting for, so I left. And I don't know if it was you and Jones. I think it was. It was you, Jones, and Daniel at Circa. I sat down, won a
This
hand,
must have
lost
been-
a hand.
Wait, was this the first night we were there?
Yeah.
That's when we started drinking at the sports book at like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a good day either, dude. That was.
Yep.
I don't remember playing blackjack that day.
Good times.
Yeah. So me and Jones and Dan Man, we get to Circle right now. We can't check in till like 3.
Yeah.
And we're there at 10. So we go down to the sports book because the Purdue game was on, and we're like, all right. So we put some bets on the Purdue game, and then they're like, you have to spend $50 in food or drink to sit like down these comfy ass chairs. We're like that'll be easy.
Sign me
so
up.
we ordered 4 pounds of wings and just started drinking, dude.
Yeah.
Woo, bad idea. But then we finally
$50 became,
like 400.
yeah. Good
But
time.
it was fun,
Those wings were good.
dude. They were.
Those wings
Like
were
that,
really
you guys
good.
could have sat down there with us because it was only 50 per person. Like each person didn't have to spend 50. It was just a total for the group, right?
Right.
And we met that for like 6 people.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Hell yeah.
It was fun. Lost all those sports bets.
I wasn't that interested in the Purdue game.
Got way too hammered. I don't even watch sports. I was interested because I put a bet on it.
Speaking of
This
sports,
is the first time I didn't bet on the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't usually bet sports because I don't know what the fuck's going on, right? Like, I mean, like, everyone's like, I can't believe you don't watch sports because I played high school sports, right?
Right.
I'm like, I just don't give a fuck that much, right? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I'll watch it if it's on. I know what's happening, but like, I don't follow it. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
who's good, who's bad. I
Yeah,
just
I haven't done fantasy since Ezekiel Elliott's rookie year. So that's after that year was the year I stopped watching pretty much all professional sports.
okay, dude. So I have a sports bet going right now.
Are you winning?
It's close.
Are you doing good?
I have the Florida Gators minus 8.5, which right now they're up 11 with 20 seconds to go. And I have the under at 160.5. The score is 83-72, so we're at 155. 20 seconds to go, and all I fucking need is for nobody to score. I need less. I need 5 points or less scored, and for Florida to hold this lead. They can win by 9. They can drop 2 points and win by 9.
Woo! That's
20 seconds
that's the
to go.
most intense 20 seconds of
Yeah.
your life right there, dude.
That's 5 minutes, probably.
I mean, not
Yeah.
of my life, dude. It's a $20 bet.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a
whatever.
$20
potato,
bet.
potato.
Sarah Marie says, "Bet that bag, boo." She said, "Get that bag." Yeah, it's a $20 bet. I wouldn't consider it a bag,
Very small bag.
but it's the start of what I hope is 3 or
Bigger
4 in a
bag.
row. That
Yeah.
way, it becomes a small bag.
A small
There you
bag.
go.
and I can pay for our next trip coming up, which is Florida.
Oh yeah, when you going there?
Going there spring break, March 13th.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah,
that
going
is
to
coming up.
Universal Studios.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go have donuts and coffee with Homer Simpson.
Oh hell yeah. That's what everyone's like. Oh, you're gonna miss the baby stage with Abelia. I'm like, dude, I can't wait till I can go do shit like that, right? And she'll like appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can take a baby anywhere you want, but they're just gonna be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
in a car seat, not doing a fucking thing.
Right.
Yeah, like once they're old enough to do shit like that, it's gonna be fun.
And they remember it too.
Yeah, I hope she likes good food, dude. Like when I'm gonna take her to like
I think she has
Michelin
a
star.
choice with you cooking all the time.
I know that's what I hope, but you never know, dude. You never know with kids. But
Oh, yeah.
I hope that she's just gonna grow up eating that kind of stuff and she just likes it, right? Because like when she's like,
I think this game's over.
"Did you win?"
I think it's 83-74. It says 0 seconds on the clock. Let's just see.
Is it over?
Let's
That's
just
Hold,
see.
hold on.
That's the ticket, dude.
That's 157, which is under,
And they won by 9.
and they won by 9.
That's literally what you needed.
Just hurry up and update, you piece of
But yeah, like
shit.
I'm gonna take her to like Michelin, like 2 Michelin star. Like what do you do? Just like an 18 course tasting thing, right?
that'd be so
Just I think that'd be cool to see. Like
That's
You're
why
a kid.
that's one reason I want to
Yeah.
go with you guys to Vegas. All that good food you guys eat out there.
dude, the
So
food's good there.
we have gotten into like a routine, right?
Yeah.
Like we get excited about the same restaurants.
Yeah.
We get up, yeah.
Um,
So like we get there. Usually the first day we get there is kind of a turkey. Like it's all a matter of when we get there, right? Like
Yeah.
this year we got there really early. Like normally we don't get there that early. Normally the first day is kind of just getting there, maybe a little gambling, a little drinking, like just getting settled in.
Yeah.
And then second day, like we wake up, Nacho Daddy,
Nacho Daddy.
breakfast, Nacho Daddy,
Nacho Daddy.
And I always start the day that day with
So
bottomless
we did it
mimosas.
backwards this year. Usually Nacho Daddy's last full day.
Yeah,
Second day is Peppermill.
yeah, and strip.
Yeah.
So like, and then but yeah, Nacho Daddy. I always start that day with bottomless mimosas every time.
Sarah's not wrong.
Sarah says kids only like nuggets and fries off the floor, so don't have your feelings hurt when she doesn't like anything.
I don't think she's gonna eat nuggets.
You don't think you're gonna let her, or you don't think she's gonna?
I mean,
eat
I
them?
don't think that's gonna be one of those things she craves, right? Like some kids, that's all they'll eat is nuggets, right?
Right.
I don't think she's gonna do that. She'd be like, "Dad, make me some risotto." I'm like, "Fuck, okay."
Okay. I asked for
Okay,
this.
Fine.
I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that she's gonna be eat like Kyle said. It's like I'm just gonna be cooking all this stuff right, and I think she'll just eat it.
Yeah.
I know. Like kids' taste buds they're different than adult taste buds, right? Like things are bitter that shouldn't
Textures
be.
too are a big
Yeah,
thing too.
it's like and like it's just like the flavor profiles are way off. So she
Some
might
people-
not like things.
Some people grow up and don't like vegetables at all. So
Well, I used to like when I was a kid. I used to hate mustard and tomatoes, dude.
really,
Like mustard couldn't even smell it. Now it's like I eat mustard. Right, it's good.
So
Tomatoes,
I
couldn't
did
fuck
What's up, Joe
mustard.
Compton?
I did mustard on McDonald's cheeseburgers for a long time. I just never bothered with taking it off. I don't care for mustard,
Yeah,
but it felt like it tasted right on McDonald's cheeseburgers.
it does. You can't have a McDonald's cheeseburger without.
Well, so
it,
now I get
it
them with
needs-
no mustard, and I actually like them better.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Freddy's, don't they only use mustard?
I don't know.
Yeah, so Freddy's is like a steak and shake, but steak and shake is like ketchup and Freddy's is mustard, I think. So it's like imagine a steak burger with only mustard on it. I think is what it is. I don't know. I've only eaten Freddy's once. But like mustard, I can't just eat like fucking yellow mustard on shit, right? Like I'll put it on some stuff.
I will.
But it's like I can't like it can't be the most prominent thing. Like deviled eggs, I can't have mustardy deviled eggs. I don't know why, I just can't.
Yeah.
But like I made pork chops with like a mustard cream sauce, but I used like whole grain, awesome ass mustard.
Why did you call me the gummy bear?
He didn't. He said, "Give Sean B the gummy bear."
What gummy bear? You brought the gummy bear?
I brought some gummy bears.
No, dude, what is that?
By the way,
No, dude. No.
our guest in studio is Kyle Killinger.
Dude.
I've been holding on to these for almost.
I didn't even know you had anything in your fucking pocket.
We had all these technical problems at the beginning, and then now we've got it. Yeah, hi Kyle, how you doing?
Hi, Sean. I'm great, man.
God, we just
Thanks for
started.
having
We just
me.
started talking. You're like, "How's Vegas?" And Tyler and I are like,
That's what I wanted to
Dude,
hear.
I can't do that.
"What we want to know is how's Kyle?"
Good, man. I've been
Yeah.
super busy working all the time.
Yeah?
Work almost every Saturday now, but working on the book.
Yeah,
I've gotten parts of it done, and I'm excited about it, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
I fell off the wagon for that for a while. Just put it on the back burner, doing life, but been working on it some more. Been writing some stuff down, which is super hard for my brain
oh yeah,
to physically do it.
Yeah, dude.
But
right.
it's been awesome though. But just been working and
Dude, like that's a big ass gummy bear, man.
yeah, it is. It'll be fine.
That's a big gummy bear. Like I'd eat like an ear off of that thing.
I don't like cinnamon flavored things, so I know I'm not gonna like it.
Is it even cinnamon
I
flavored?
bet it probably is.
I think it's Carolina Reaper flavor.
Yeah, I don't know if there's even any cinnamon in it.
Is there not?
I mean, look. I don't see cinnamon anywhere on the thing. It
This
just
is
says
just plain Carolina. That's gonna be
it just says a whole lot of bad shit in
We
Carolina
can all
Reaper.
share a bear. Then.
Red 40, Carolina Reaper.
No sugar, nothing.
Anti-foaming agent. Contain so yeah, dude, I don't see cinnamon anywhere in this.
Okay.
So
God damn, could you imagine just a fucking pepper flavored gummy bear? Dude, that's right. I almost wish there was some cinnamon in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
what do you mean? Can you imagine? Like he's presented us with this.
Dude, I mean, I'll take a little nibble off of it. I can't eat a whole gummy bear, but I'll eat some.
Okay.
What do you mean retribution, dude? We went so easy on you.
I unfortunately missed that. I mean, I forget what
Joe,
happened.
Joe, you had like 80 Scovilles of fucking hot, dude. it's like you inhale, like breathe the air off of a jalapeno.
Right.
No, the last one we gave him was a little hot, but it still wasn't that bad.
Yeah. So, like, we didn't ask you to do this.
I know you didn't.
Shit.
But man, I was going to bring it when he was on here, and I couldn't make
Who,
it.
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
dude.
had called me. He's like, "Hey man, you should come on the show and bring those. Not tell anybody until you get there." And
Yeah, dude. That's fucking. I know how hot a Reaper is.
I don't know if I want to touch it.
I wouldn't. Let me see. Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Does it smell good?
You know what it smells like?
No, I don't.
It smells like Play-Doh. Like, dude, my nose is kind of like burning though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Let's see if we get a little bit of this here. Actually, fuck it. Oh yeah, it's fucking hot. Like, and it's not even. It's just instant hot.
Is it?
Like, it's not even fucking a little bit. It's just.
Take the other ear, Sean.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm good.
Oh yeah. That fucking hot.
It's not cinnamon at all.
No,
Okay.
I wish it was.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
It is instant hot.
Instant. want to swallow because I don't want to shit this out. But it's fucking hot. I mean, I chewed on it for a good long. My whole mouth is on fire. It don't taste like cinnamon at all.
It is a little sweet though.
It's a little sweet, and it's fucking hot to keep chewing on. Oh, god damn.
So that's pretty hot then.
It's pretty fucking hot, dude. Hey, you've had hotter than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could do it. It only hurts when you breathe. Dude, my tongue is
Required to do that. I didn't mentally prepare myself for this. That's the thing about it is I feel like this is.
Oh, dude, it's fucking hot, isn't it?
I feel like this has been. I feel like this has been like I'm being pressured right now.
It's premeditated.
The thing with Reaper is it's a stinging hot, right?
Yeah.
Like it's fucking stinging hot.
I didn't bring enough to drink.
I have almost 64 ounces of water right there.
There's some Busch Lights in the fridge.
Lattes.
I wouldn't suggest taking more than the bite that we took though.
Yeah, yeah, dude, bite the whole head off.
But I'll give you $20. You bite the whole head off and swallow it.
Why? I'm just gonna.
I wouldn't swallow it.
I wouldn't want to either.
Why?
I just didn't want that in my stomach, right? Like I have heartburn bad. That would have fucking killed me tonight. Yeah. But I mean, I got it in my mouth, and I can tell you, that's a hot fucking gummy bear.
Yeah.
And I just ate the ear.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pass.
All right.
I think I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass.
Gave into the peer pressure. I know.
What's up, Aaron Shue? How are you?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Put that back in there.
God. Yeah.
Now I'm afraid to touch anything because if it's on
I
my
need
fingers,
a day to prepare for something like that.
I don't need that.
yeah, mine's gone away pretty quick. Like it's still hot, but it's not as hot as it was.
My lips are tingling just a tiny bit.
Joe said, "Let me down, homie."
I tried, Joe. I tried.
Yeah, dude, that's up there.
So now I wonder. I have the little one, the world's hottest one. I have 2 of those at the house. I wonder how much different that would be versus that.
Oh, I think the little one is like, isn't it concentrated capsaicin?
I think so.
And this is just probably just like one Reaper worth.
Yeah.
So because this isn't that bad. Like it's bad, but it's not that bad, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like immediately hot and
Instantly hot. Like there's no like come up. It's just fucking stinging your tongue hot.
Huh.
It's wearing off now, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude.
not the hottest thing I've ever had, but
Yeah. I've had hotter than that. I was at a party once, and I thought this dude made homemade barbecue sauce, but turns out it was like 8 million Scoville
It's a great story.
Yeah, concentrated capsaicin, right? And he put it on like a little piece of bread, and it was like everyone had it, and they were all going to do it at the same time. And he like gave it to me. I'm like, oh sweet, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I was hammered, right? So I'm like, oh my god, like it was fucking killing me. I'm like pouring Busch Light in my mouth like fucking stone cold, just like, and it felt like it like 30 minutes of just death. Like my eyes were watering.
that's brutal.
It was so bad.
that kind of hot's the worst because there's no flavor to it. It's
No,
just,
yeah.
just
It
hot.
didn't even taste good. Like this, it didn't have any flavor, but at least the gummy bear was a little sweet.
a little sweet, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a little sweet, but and then it just boom, instant hot. My boss makes some good ass hot sauce. Like it tastes good, but it's pretty hot too.
Yeah,
It's a Reaper based hot sauce, but he like smokes it and stuff. So I want to say tames it just a little bit, but
yeah.
that ear.
So,
Yeah.
is this the same guy that made the blueberry stuff?
Yeah. So the blueberry stuff, that stuff was insane, dude. Like we put it on a wing and it made my teeth feel like they were gonna fall out. That's how hot it was. Like that was hot.
That's not the hottest thing you've ever had, though.
No.
Or
no.
is it?
No, that's not. That was hot. That's the hottest like wing sauce, like the hottest wing I've ever had, right? Like
Yeah.
that was hotter than the last dab.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
Yeah.
The last dab, I don't know if it was because we had that before,
I think it's because we had it before.
but that last dab
Yeah.
wouldn't really.
Yeah.
Our mouths couldn't get any hotter.
Right.
Right. That's the thing about heat though.
Yeah.
It's just once you eat like one, you get the second one, it's not gonna be twice as
Yeah,
hot.
it's not gonna be
just-
twice.
right.
It's just once you get that level in your mouth, that's it.
No,
That's why they
that hit
concentrate.
lasts longer, but
Yeah.
that's like the only negative thing about it.
Man, it's almost gone now, but
Yeah, mine's gone.
that was a hot gummy bear,
I'm
dude.
surprised. My kid's been asking, he's like, "Can I try one?" I'm like, "Absolutely not."
Nah, dude, no.
He loves spicy stuff, but I'm like, that's different. That's a different
Yeah.
level, man.
Yeah.
See, I feel like since you won't let your kid eat it.
He's 11 years old, Sean. You're a grown ass man.
Yeah, that's fine. But I feel like that's you saying
No, I'm trying to be responsible. Like
pretty fucking hot.
for an
maybe-
11-year-old, yes. And I don't want the repercussions from his mom.
Oh yeah, dude.
There you go.
See?
Okay.
Dude, that's how. Yeah. And it's not even the going in. It's a lot of the times it's the coming out on that kind of heat.
What's up, Brian York? How you doing?
Like anytime I eat anything spicy, Allie gets so because like I don't need an alarm clock, right? Like I wake up at like 6:30. I'm like, whoo, gotta go, dude. And I'm just fucking dying.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't swallow the ear.
So you're working on the book.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just living life, man. Trying
Yeah.
to get everything in order and get in a routine. My son just got a drum set.
yeah.
Yeah, he called me Saturday. It wasn't my weekend ahead. He called me. He goes, "Hey, if I get a drum set, can I bring it to your house?" My mom said no. I'm like, "You gonna actually play it? Yeah. You want to learn how to play it? Yeah. All right. If she'll like, is she gonna buy it? She said. He said that. She said she'll buy it if we can bring it to your house because she ain't have it at my house. Bring it over.
How's it going?
Well, we went and talked about lessons tonight.
Yeah.
With Brian at Guitar City.
Okay.
So
I think Darren is the drum teacher over there still.
he used to be.
Oh, he's
I don't,
not
I don't know
anymore?
if he's still there. But they don't just let a student come in anymore. They actually sit down with the student and ask them, "Do you want to be here, or is it your parents?" Not ask them the question itself,
Right.
but like, is it more to the student want to be there, or the parents want them to be there?
Right.
Because if the kid don't want to learn, then what's the point?
Right. There's no point.
My parents
So-
making me learn an instrument, and I picked the bagpipe, dude.
Right. So I'm 100%. It's up to him.
Is that for real?
I don't want to buy a
No, I don't know how to play the fucking bagpipe.
Okay. I was like,
I wish
Wait a
I
minute.
did.
This whole time you've not
Right.
told us you know how to play the bagpipe?
there's no way we've gone
That-
through over 4 years of this and you haven't told me that.
No, dude, that's off American Pie. Remember Stifler
Yeah.
knows how to play the bagpipe?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But I want to obviously make sure that it's something he wants to do before I spend a lot of money on a bigger set for him. So
Sure.
Yeah.
this set will get him started. and
What kind of kits you got? You got a picture of it?
I don't.
Okay.
It's a maple.
Yeah.
Um,
Good drums?
it was used. They were at Goodwill,
Sure.
but it's something to start on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm the kind of person, if he's interested and he picks up on it, I will 100% throw down on a good set for him.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I told him, I was like, he was talking about today on the way home. He's like, I want to learn how to play this and this and this. I'm like, I'll tell you what, you learn how to play that. I said, I'll learn how to play on guitar. I said, we'll have a band.
Yeah, dude.
There's a drummer in the comments. He said some kids can't learn.
Yeah.
He's like, you either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
And that's not he's not wrong in that with drums, where I struggled when I was learning to play drums, I fought hard. I didn't think I was going to be able to play drums because my feet were trying to do the same
Yeah.
thing my
it's
hands
hard to,
were
it's
doing.
hard to set. That's where I can't play the drums. I can't
And it's
separate.
hard to learn. It's a to me, it was a mind trick
Yeah.
on how to separate what's going on down here with what's going on up here.
Same.
Now, some songs that you'll play, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, like, there's a whole different thing going on downstairs, and it's like, yeah, you have to be able to separate those two. That's the struggle that I had.
Yeah.
And
Like on Rock Band, I know it's not real, but like
same
it's
though.
the
I
same
mean, similar
concept. You have to-
concept.
Your foot has to do something. Your hands have to do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could never do that. My brain's like, well, one of them's not getting played. And
Yeah,
I'll play the
yeah,
other. I'm like,
yeah.
no, no.
Which one's gonna fail me if I don't do it, dude?
Yeah. But I hope he wants to, man, because it's like the first time he showed interest in something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna do the same thing I did with that PlayStation in there that he played 7 times. Now he plays it more than that. But
Well, it's like Brian said, my mind is fucked up. Comes easy for me. For me, I had to hear different parts of a particular song or piece of work with different parts of my body. So I'm hearing rhythm in my feet,
yeah,
but there's almost something melodic going on up here.
Yep.
And it's just like it took forever for me to get over that hump.
yeah,
That was the hard part for me. Some people it comes really easy to.
yeah,
But Darren White,
Yeah.
Darren White and Bill Anderson were both like, yeah, you're just not, you got to feel the groove. You still got to play your part, but you're feeling the groove downstairs and you're just not, you just weren't feeling it.
yeah. No, I get it.
I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but all right, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. And I never got to like, I was never a great drummer, but I was a pretty good drummer.
Yeah.
Like I could play. I there's a part of me that wants to learn a new instrument.
You know what instrument I do? Like I did play. Take a guess. You'll never
Recorder.
guess. No. You will never guess this instrument I played, dude. Never guess it.
We've talked about this before.
Piccolo.
Nope.
We've talked about this.
Yeah. What is it?
I can't remember.
It's literally no one would ever guess.
The dobro.
Nope. You're close.
dobro.
I don't know what a dobro is, but
How do you know I'm close?
well, it sounds kind of cool.
The oboe.
The didgeridoo?
No, I wish, dude.
I know, right?
No, a dulcimer.
Dulcimer. That's right. We have
Yeah,
talked about this.
Yeah, my I guess step grandma or whatever. She used to play one when
Yeah.
I was little, right? And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So she like bought me one. Like I went to this. I was like went to these lessons. They had a place on Washington Street that had them, like that sold them, right? Like a music instrument shop kind of thing. And they did like lessons. Like it wasn't even lessons. It was like a group that would just go in there and play. And it's just a bunch of old ladies. And then there's me. I'm like fucking 10, just in there fucking getting down.
So the didgeridoo is the thing that's
It's
like
yeah, dude.
like it doesn't even feel like playing or talent.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of talent there, dude.
I don't know. Like it's weird. I know.
I would like to learn how to play the theremin.
I don't know what that is.
The theremin is the thing. It's like it's an electronic instrument, and like you've got your hand like doing all the control. Wee 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 wee. You ever hear that song? Just What I Needed by the Cars.
I don't know.
I
don't think so. Oh, yeah,
guess you're just
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
needed.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a theremin in that song.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think my buddy plays one. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I think if I ever had to learn an instrument, like I played bass with Caleb and Jot, like their band or whatever. I played bass, but
I
I
can
never really,
I can play the bass.
I never really learned. Like I never really could. Like I couldn't just listen to a song and do it. Like I had to learn the songs, right? Like I had to learn what I was doing. Like I couldn't just listen and be like, oh yeah, that's what they're doing.
I
But
taught myself how to play guitar. I'm not
So
great
with
by any means.
With a bass, I'm like that. Like I had to take the time and learn the songs.
yeah,
When Elena brought her trombone home, when she first picked up not trombone, sorry, baritone.
Yeah.
She brought her baritone home, and I'm like, that's interesting. I play that, and she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I picked it up, and like within minutes, I was playing Star Wars. Boom, 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 boom,
hell yeah.
He's like,
She's
"You have
like,
to
wow,
play
what
that."
song is that? You're like, get out of here.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
Me and Amelia watched Star Wars the other day. Well, like I watched Star Wars and then she stared at the TV. Like anything, right? Like if it's on, she'll watch anything on TV, right? So like Allie had to do a test. She's like, you gotta take Amelia upstairs because no one can be in the room. I'm like, say less, fam. Went up there, we watched A New Hope. I'm like, if she can sit through a 1977 Star Wars film, we can watch anything.
Yeah.
She literally watched the whole thing, right? Like she stared at the TV the whole time, fell asleep the last 30 minutes of it.
The best part?
I tried to tell her, dude. I'm like, hey, wake up.
Seen Edgar Winter in Vegas back in the late 80s, and the dude had a part in his show where he played 23 different instruments. Some people got it, some don't.
Dude, Prince.
Listen, I can play a lot of shit. Prince can play a lot of shit.
Good.
Caleb, that's like my brother Caleb. That's
Good.
Sorry.
Yeah, Caleb, he can pick up anything, dude, and play
Yeah.
it. Like any musical instrument there
and
is.
it's some are better than others. Like with some instruments, I can pick up and play "Mary Had a Little Lamb" on anything.
Yeah.
You know, people always say that. Like with Elena's baritone, like you put a baritone, a tuba, a trumpet, anything like that in my hand, I can
French
play.
horn.
I can play it.
Yeah.
Like not like I bet I can figure this out. Like I know how to play those instruments
Yeah.
very well. Drums I can play. Bass guitar I'm decent at. I grew up as young, like learning like piano, but not. And then as I got older, as I grew as a musician, like piano just made sense.
I think if
where-
I was gonna have to learn an instrument, piano is like one of those. That's just like
Every kid should learn to play piano.
Piano is just
first thing.
Piano is just cool, right? Like it's
Yeah.
one of those things. Like you can move audiences with the piano,
yeah.
dude.
Well, it's not even that. Like the piano,
A piano
will
is
teach you
sexy, dude.
everything you need to know about every aspect of music and musical theory moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once you learn the piano, you learned all the basics of music.
Everything
period.
there is. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I didn't know any of that. That's real deep for me, but I just think a piano is cool.
Once you learn something, once you pick up a saxophone,
Saxophone, dude. What's that?
Jack Black played
saxophone, just pronounced
that shit?
different.
Oh.
Yeah, saxoboom.
on- Yeah, that's what it was.
Pick up saxoboom.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really been that musical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
haven't
you
picked
don't
up
like
guitar in a while.
music, you don't like sports.
No, I like music.
He likes history.
No, I mean,
I like history.
Oh, you like
Yeah.
history.
The Roman Empire, dude.
Yeah.
How often do you think about the Roman
I
Empire?
don't I, like all the time. I literally I follow a bunch of Facebook pages. Like literally every day I'm scrolling. I'm like, holy fuck, dude! I see something new.
Right.
And I'm like, God damn it! And I have to share it because it's cool, right?
Right.
People are probably like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Nothing. He's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that
And
he's
I-
awesome and you're not.
And I don't know why. And we saw like when was that? Like 6 months ago. Like people asking that question. How often do you think about the Roman Empire? It's
Yeah.
like I literally think about it all the time. I don't know why. Right? Why do I think about it? It's just fucking cool.
yeah.
Dude, you ever think about like how more advanced we'd be if they didn't burn the Library of Alexandria?
Maybe they were more advanced than us. Bro,
That's the thing.
I've been down that TikTok hole.
Yeah.
a
You don't know.
lot.
They may have already been more advanced than
Yeah.
us.
Maybe
That's
maybe
what I'm
that's how
saying.
they built the pyramids.
2 words. Great pyramids. Thank you.
Yeah.
We don't have the technology to cut the stones that make the Great Pyramids
bullshit on that,
as
too.
precise as they are cut. Like, we don't have the technology. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, but
He
even if
calls bullshit on that.
I mean, but like, so I've been like,
We don't want to build anything like that right now.
yeah.
I bet
Why
if
the
we
fuck
wa-
would you?
Exactly. Exactly. But
You
like,
know what I think I need?
Pyramids.
Think about it, Tyler. Big fucking pyramid.
big triangle sticking out of
Big
the ground.
and you know where we're going to put it? In the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere. Actually, they're like right by a city though.
They're
Like,
right outside of a city. You can see them out the window of an Egyptian McDonald's.
yeah. And that's like when you see pictures of them, you're like, oh my god, this is in the middle of nowhere. And then like there's an aerial view and there's like a golf course that like goes around it. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I
I
don't
wonder
know.
what the drone laws there. If you can fly over it, this is
Probably not,
Probably
dude.
not.
Probably not. I don't know. It is Egypt, dude.
does the FAA control that?
Yeah, I don't
too?
think they control shit
I don't
over
know.
there, dude.
It's
But yeah.
America. America
Yeah.
controls everything.
Yeah, only if it's got oil, dude.
They do. They have plenty.
They got
Yeah.
plenty.
Oh yeah, there you go. Hey, we're there.
We're there.
We're there.
So now we
Yeah,
can.
shoot that drone down.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't know.
Why?
It's
I would
crazy to
love to
think
see that
about.
one
It's
day,
crazy to
though.
think about that kind of stuff, though. Like,
Yeah. I've been down that TikTok.
it's
Rabbit
nuts.
hole.
Just, it's crazy.
I don't
Like, you know what I think
even-
about a lot, dude? And it's weird. Like war today, right? You have guns, so you're kind of detached from it. Like obviously you're there, but like you can be
Yeah.
100 yards away. Imagine back then, dude, you had a fucking sword that was 3 feet long.
Dude, I've
you
said
have
that
a
for
sword that
years.
was 3 fucking feet, and you're only
You
like,
had to look that man in the
That's
eye.
it. That's it. You like we had to be this close to kill each other,
Yeah.
right? Like now you're far away, or drone strikes, or helicopters,
Right.
or planes, or like back then it's like we're gonna have fucking 100,000 people on each side, and whoever has more people left at the end of this fucking thing is gonna win.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like less people die
Yeah.
in war today
Now, yeah,
than did.
because they don't need to, right?
Right.
Back then it was literally just sheer force.
Well,
of
your
taking
attacks
over things.
are made from miles away.
yeah, and then
There are still troops on the ground. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. I mean, no disrespect to those fucking guys.
Right.
yeah, but I feel like casualties today versus back then are
But if you're
Aside from,
smart
like, D-Day
at
and
all,
shit like
like
that.
Right.
imagine war today, where it was just like a blockade of 7,000 people against another blockade of 7,000 people. Only they
fucking
still
swords.
have AKs. They still have AKs and hand grenades, and they just fucking charge.
That's
Like
it,
in the
dude.
like they did in the Civil War.
Yeah.
With today's
Oh
weaponry.
yeah. Civil War. They just stood in the line. And it was like,
the Civil War, they had modern
modern
weapons with very, very, very primitive tactics. And that's why so many people fucking died.
yeah.
600,000 people died in the Civil War.
They literally-
That's more than 2% of the population at the time.
They literally just
Gone.
stood in a line and shot at each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. And it's like if you're a good shot, you're like, hell yeah, dude. And then it's like, oh, time to
I bet
wait.
that guy's a
time,
better shot, though.
Time to wait 5 minutes for me to reload this.
Yeah.
And I
bitch.
like how most of them were like, hey, what's this about again?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
the
Yeah, that
Revolutionary
makes sense.
War, though,
That makes sense. Hold on.
Yeah, isn't that how we kind of won the Revolutionary, right? Because like the British were just like old tactics in a line, and we're just like guerrilla warfare. Like,
Yep.
fuck standing in a line,
No,
dude.
I'm out of bullets. I
Boom.
gotta
Yeah,
get
yeah. Fuck standing
Yep.
in a line, dude. We're just like shooting at
Yep,
them from everywhere.
and,
you guys
and-
aren't following the rules.
We started picking off. Well, we started picking off officers first too.
Yeah.
They had officers on the battlefield, and then we were like, "Hey, why are we shooting fucking Pudge and Pudge 2?
Yeah, when
the
we
guy
get-
on the horse, he's the one in charge.
Yeah.
nab that guy.
That's another crazy thought,
like
dude. Like
that meme.
officers back then, like they were right there, right? Like fucking president was out there with the fucking saber out there right next to you.
Right.
Now he's just like, nuclear football code. Like, here we
Right.
go, dude. Like, fuck that. But yeah, it's just crazy how things have evolved.
Yeah.
It's wild. I've always said if we fought today like they did 1,000 years ago, there'd be a lot less war.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot less
But
war.
there really wouldn't.
No.
Humans are always going to have conflict, unfortunately.
There'd be a lot less people.
Yeah.
For sure.
There'd be a lot less war if, and only if, some people would mind their own fucking business.
Yeah. That's the biggest.
It's a double-edged sword.
It is a double-edged sword.
Because I just had this discussion the other day, like, about America being the world police.
Right.
And as much as I agree with that, I have to disagree with it because if we don't stand up for some of those innocent people, that threat
No one
will
will.
come here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's I think a lot of it too. Like
I think we're ready if it does.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think.
I trust.
I hate that
Oh, dude.
has come to that.
I trust. Look, I don't know that I've trusted anything more than I do the U.S. military. A lot of it's logical. A lot of it's because I know some of the fucking people that have been through it.
Yeah.
Some of the best guys I know
Yeah.
have been through that military system, one regard or the other. But the reality is, we spend so much goddamn money on it.
Yeah.
I better be able to trust it.
Right. And one of the not to get political, but one of the shitty things is about most of the taxes that we pay don't go to that shit to help them get what they need. It goes to other stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Well, like that's I watch this like TikTok thing and it's like the guy who like faces over the countries and he like talks like he's the countries or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's just
Yeah.
like and then it's like talking about some
That
country.
guy's
like,
awesome, by
They're
the
like
way.
they're like, oh, we shot down the U.S. whatever, and they're like, should we tell them? All the other countries like, should we tell them? It's like they purposely put like 8,000-pound dummy weights and all kinds of shit on their jets to like slow them down. So like they basically don't let them see their true potential when they do war games and stuff. Like, should we tell them? Like, tell me what? And it's that guy's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
just
I
stuff
just had
like
that
that.
discussion the other day. So like, I agree, but it's a double edged sword.
Yeah,
There's
it really is.
There's no answer for it.
No, there's no answer. And you're not wrong. Like, especially with how modernized warfare is now.
Yeah.
If, in the old days, in the days of the Crusades, when this war was, the same fucking war was going on,
Yeah.
it had no chance of affecting anything. Well, first of all, here it didn't exist. And it had no chance of affecting things that were so many miles away.
Yeah.
Now, like, it has.
Going back to the whole Roman Empire thing, that would happen today. Maybe not necessarily Rome, but like, if we stop being the world police, this country takes over this country.
Yeah.
They expand. They take over another country, and it's eventually going to come here.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like the Roman Empire was a big motherfucker.
Yeah, it was.
Dude.
Right.
It was,
And think about it, like that, like the roads, like there's still roads over there that were built by them.
yeah.
Like that's fucking nuts that something has like
Yeah.
Indianapolis can't build a fucking road that lasts like more than 5 years.
Think
And
about
they-
A
this.
year.
The British Empire.
Yeah.
That we defeated for our independence and what it would have done had we not won the Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
I say we as if I was a part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
That's
that's well, it isn't like the royal, like the Queen's passport or now the King's passport. Isn't that the only passport that are like? Do they not like? I think either they don't have to have a passport, or they can like get them anywhere or something like that. They can go all over. So I think most of the world used to be under British control, right? And they
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of just like
yeah.
yeah. So I think like their passport or their like whatever that is for them to get into countries, like it's the only one that can like basically do anything for
whatever
it. It's
they
like
want,
it's
yeah.
like the most powerful one on the fucking
because
face.
they're
of the
still
earth.
like even Australia's under the
Yeah.
British rule.
Right.
Or
Isn't
whatever-
Canada
whatever.
too?
They're part
or
of the
something?
UK. Yeah, they're part of the UK. And again, it's not. I don't know that I'd use the word rule anymore.
Yeah, I don't know
But,
what it's called.
these are all sovereign nations.
Well,
Yeah,
but
like
I don't know the
even if you
correct
look at it
term.
right,
there's a
like,
recognized United Kingdom that
Yeah.
still pledges allegiance to a king now.
yeah.
Well,
Well, even if you like
for
look
now.
at the
Well, it'll be a king for a while.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But this one.
yeah, you look at that kind of stuff and it's just
Because we
Like
got
the-
this
what is
one,
it, the
his
king-
son, and
He's not
then
gonna
his
last much
son.
longer. So yeah.
the king doesn't even really do much now, right? Like they
You
have a
heard-
whole
you heard about
parliament and all
his-
kinds
he's
of
got
shit that like make
cancer or
rules.
something.
Who did?
King,
I did
King
not.
Charles. Yeah. He's,
Oh no!
Really?
He's got some. I don't know if it's something. I forget what it was, but it's
Sausage fingers? He's got those.
yeah.
I'm ready for a King William, dude. That guy is awesome. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait,
care. That
which,
guy's
wait,
great.
which one's the one that left? Charles?
Harry.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Harry. Prince Harry.
left.
Harry.
Prince William's the bald one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude, the crown's gonna fit him so good.
Yeah, he's my age, dude. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
And I
Awesome.
think that he could. Do a lot.
I am slumming it up here, bartending and podcasting.
And he's a king.
And he's a goddamn gonna be a goddamn
be a
king.
king.
No,
Yeah.
dude, listen, like like imagine like because back in the day, right? You could be 15 years old and like ascend to the throne.
Yeah.
Like look at TikTok comment.
Dude,
Like
if
however you
Prince,
say it.
if King
King
Charles
Tut.
and King William were riding in a car together today and were killed in a car accident, that little Archie motherfucker,
Yeah,
that
he's,
little
he's,
shit
he's
is
king.
king of
He's
England.
king,
Yeah.
dude.
He is king.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And what is he? 6?
So, I don't even know.
Something.
Yeah.
He's a little
I wonder,
boy.
what I wonder what the youngest king in history was. Like
Oh, young.
young.
Very.
Had to be.
Very.
Well, their lifespan was like fucking 38. Man, you're an old motherfucker.
Right.
I'm 38.
Most of
yeah.
the time they would get killed by someone.
Well, and like kings back then too, like kings, like they would leave their fucking castle and they'd be like at the front line of the crusade or wherever they were at.
Right.
They'd be on the front line with the fucking sword, like, hey, let's go do this shit, right? Like they don't do that now.
They may
Like,
take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
yeah, dude. They just didn't they didn't fuck
such
around.
a good movie. Speaking of Mel Gibson,
Wow.
this is all over the place. I know.
The Patriot. How do we get from the
No,
British monarchy?
Braveheart.
Is that? Oh, that's Braveheart. Yeah, not the
Braveheart.
Patriot.
Braveheart,
Sorry,
Braveheart.
wrong Mel Gibson
Yeah.
movie. My bad.
Yeah. Did you see that him and Danny Glover are making Lethal Weapon 5?
No way.
Yes, they are.
Shut up. That's awesome.
I know. I want him to grow his hair back like he did though in the 90s.
What are they like? Retired cops that run a
know.
fucking
I've
nursing home? No,
I've
they're both
seen it.
70.
Yeah, dude.
I looked down. I'm like, that's not real. That's
Yeah.
fake. No, it's
I
for
Joe,
sure
I
happening.
can't do that. I was going to, but I cannot do that.
Can't do what?
Go into the military.
Nick Grams.
I was
What's
just-
up, buddy?
There's
What's up,
like,
Nick?
there are like 5 things that will just automatically DQ you from the military.
He said if you could go back in time, would
What
you?
do I mean? Like I bet like how far back in time? Like would I fight in like the Roman Empire or
pick an era, probably.
like 10 years like to do it now with me?
If I tell you what, Joe.
I would get if I would be a Roman legionnaire, dude. I'd fucking go do that. I'd wear a fucking loincloth and a fucking cool helmet.
I always say we regret things we don't do. And you don't regret things you do. Like, those aren't real regrets. It's the things that you don't do that you can't get back.
What up,
And
Nick?
listen, I was, when 9/11 happened, I was 20 years old.
9/11
And
was like a big
struggled with back and forth. Like, do I fucking go?
9/11 was a big thing, dude. Like a lot of people enlisted after that.
I was
Massive.
young, but I remember.
I struggled as a 20-year-old when 9/11 happened. I struggled. And I was in the process of moving and doing all this different shit with my life. But I was like, yeah, we didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I going to get drafted? Like,
Well, that
is
was
it
like
gonna
one.
come
That
to
was like one of the first
I was
attacks that
13.
happened here, right?
I was 20
almost
years
14. I turned 14 that November.
old. I was 20 years old. And I'm like, there's a part of me that was like, I
was
need
9.
to go to the military.
Yeah.
I have to do this. And this is what I was going to say. We were talking about all this global war shit. When you talk about the unity of the nation, I don't recall in my
It
lifetime
never will be.
a nation more unified than we were on September
It
12th.
never will be again.
Yeah.
September 12th, 2001 is the last time that I recalled this nation being as unified as it should be.
I agree.
Yeah.
If Russia fucks around too much,
I don't think-
will
I
we
don't
get there again?
I don't think
I
they're
think
that dumb.
the same thing will be accomplished, but we will not be as united as we were then.
I always ask that.
I mean, like, we're gonna have Alan Jackson write some songs or what, dude? Like, where's he gonna be at whenever this all goes down?
Hold on.
We already lost Toby fucking Keith.
I was gonna say we can't.
Yeah,
have
we
Toby
already
Keith
lost
drop.
Toby
I was gonna
fucking
say it,
Keith,
but you
dude.
brought it up.
Now what?
Well, there were things I looked forward to when we got attacked, right? The Toby Keith song.
Toby Keith song and Alan Jackson.
The president's speech that'll win him in another election,
Yeah.
which George Bush's response to 9/11 earned him his second term. Most people overall didn't like him as a president. He's a great guy. I think
Yeah.
he's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
But the military is the same as musicians. Some got it, some don't. And you're not wrong, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, that's one of my favorite parts about one of my favorite quotes from David Goggins' book is like, on the battlefield, there's 100 men there, 90 don't belong there. 5 of them are warriors, or 8 of them are warriors, and like 2 of them are leaders, or something along those lines. Like,
right.
Yeah, 100%. Not everybody has it.
Right. And look, I'm not even ashamed of that. Because I don't want to sit and be like, well, I don't have it because I'm a pussy. And part of that's true. But the reality is, these guys that put their fucking life on the line,
Absolutely.
they're
They're
built
still
different.
Yeah,
and they're still
trying.
Yeah,
Yep, they're still giving something,
Yeah.
sure,
trying their best to do whatever they can do for whatever outcome they
right.
hope for.
But I thought long and hard when 9/11 happened, and I was like, I felt like I should do something.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I questioned what I could even fucking do. Obviously, I was in better shape then, but you know what I mean. I was like, what would I have anything to even offer the military? Like I was back and forth about it a lot.
One of the guy, like one of the bosses at work or whatever, he was Marine Recon, and he got out like 4 months before 9/11. And he said 9/11 happened, and they basically came knocking at his door like, "Hey, will you come back to us?" And he's like,
yeah.
"Fuck it, might as well, dude." Like, but he went into the military like I don't know, he like whatever, true patriot, whatever. Like, and he'll tell you like, because like a lot of people get out and they're like, "Oh yeah, the military, I got this skill and this skill." He's like, they didn't teach me any skills I could use out here. Like that's the skills I have from when I was in. But
Yep.
I mean, he was old school recon too. Like,
yeah, I was never anything like that. But like infantry, they don't teach you anything that you
Yeah.
in your life.
yeah. Like you go in for like,
I can sleep anywhere. I can stay awake forever. I can eat shit off the floor.
yeah,
You're hired.
James was telling me a story one time. He like they were in the field or whatever, like whenever he was in Pendleton.
Yeah.
And he got candy for the first time in one of his MREs, and he opened it and it like went flying out and like landed on the ground and like landed in some water. He just like picked it up and ate it, and then he looked up and like it was all porta shitter water that was like washing down. He's like,
It's fine.
yeah, he
And
just
I-
ate it, dude.
And I made a in college. I had a professor that was ex-military, and we were talking about leadership. And he was talking about leadership being a big quality of some people that go through the military. And I said, you know, it was hard. It was hard for me to say this, but it was a thought that I had. I was like, leadership in the military has to be different than in the civilian world, because it just feels like almost like that style of leadership wouldn't translate to the civilian world, especially in today's world.
Well,
No.
I mean, like, like there, like most leadership there is like you got people's lives in your hands, right?
Yeah.
Like your decision directly impacts what could happen.
Well, not only that, but you've specifically trained each, for lack of a better word, subordinate for this style of discipline.
yeah.
Like boot camp builds you
Yeah.
for this style of
Yeah,
discipline.
they basically break you down to square one and then build you back up the way they want you, right?
Where you're talking about a guy who retires from the military and then he goes, you know, to work for firm X and he's in charge of an accounting department. You got fucking Jerry, who is always 5 fucking minutes late from lunch.
Oh, yeah,
This
dude.
motherfucker every day, 5 minutes. But the minute you go and try to open up on this motherfucker,
Yeah.
he's calling human resources.
Yeah.
Suddenly everybody's sensitive and the feelings matter.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine
No.
how the leadership style is different there
Yeah.
than in the civilian
And that's
world.
the guy that was the recon guy. He was a supervisor at work, right? And he was kind of tough, but I mean, he understood, right? He's like, yeah, this is different. This is a different environment. Like, yeah, he was very much so. Like, he was never my supervisor, so good luck being my supervisor, dude. I've been
Right.
showing up at 9 o'clock since the beginning of time.
Now, I have reported to managers who were from the military.
Yeah.
And they were obviously proud of that and should be. And, you know, I had a boss at Cummins, guy named Brian. I don't remember his last name. He's one of my favorite managers I had, though. He was a military guy, but he understood, like, what style of leadership got through to us the best. And one thing that I liked about him, and this is one thing that he always said he picked up from the military, is that he wasn't unwilling to do anything that we had to do.
Yeah.
And he
100%.
was willing to lead by example. And
That's the hard part, not to cut you off, about,
No, you're fine.
about being a veteran and going into having a boss who's never had any kind of real leadership training.
Right.
He doesn't know. He is not, that boss is not willing to come and do what I'm willing to do, even if that's not necessarily his
Right.
job. But if it needs to be done, like the boss that I had before I got this position I'm in was that guy.
Right.
He would not come and help us if we were if we were drowning. He would not come and help us.
that's
He
weird.
would sit on his ass in his office and watch, ESPN and all the stock market stuff.
See, because for me, like, when I've been in positions where I have been a leader, like, example's the only way I know
Yeah.
how to lead.
Yeah, and the boss that I have now,
Why can I
Total
tell
different.
you, what you're doing or,
Yeah.
or explain why can I supervise you doing this work? Because I've showed you how to myself.
yeah,
That's the only way I know how to lead people.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have a way with words that's just so fucking persuasive that people do what I say because I just here's my weight, here's my worth.
Yeah.
This is why I can do this. And
Yeah, totally.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a not necessarily a military quality, but a quality of just strong leaders in general.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's right. It's
Fucking Marcus Aurelius, dude.
right. I cannot imagine like him, Douglas MacArthur, fucking like Patton, any of those like I don't know, not world renowned, but like any of those
the leaders that they
The
teach you
famous
about,
generals.
that they teach you about, right?
Yeah, like can you imagine serving under somebody like that? Yeah, I'd go to fight for that guy.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
because he's right out there in front of you doing the
Yeah.
same shit, right? You see this guy, you're like, oh man, he just whacked off 3 guys' heads with a sword. I want to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I support that guy. Or I'm scared of that guy. I'm not going to do anything to piss him off.
Yeah.
But it's just obviously we didn't live back then, but kind of like from what we've been taught about it, like seeing how the world was then versus now, it's just like
Dude, like, and like
Well,
people
it's
like us,
wild.
like there's people that bitch, right? Like some people that are in the military today are just like bitch about the equipment, right? Imagine having fucking sandals and having to march every fucking where, and you're in
Exactly.
fucking flip flops, dude. Obviously not flip flops,
Right.
but like literal fucking laced up sandals.
Yeah.
And you had no pants, right? They wore like fucking
Yeah.
essentially an armored skirt, right?
Yeah.
It's like you didn't have fucking pants. You drank a shitload of olive oil. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't drink olive oil, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like just the thing, and like they were just built different.
Oh, yeah.
Built fucking different, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way I could fucking do that.
I don't think
It would
there's
be cool to
there's
fight
a
with a
way
battle
that
axe, though, dude.
today you could do that.
Back
Yeah,
then, you didn't know any different. Well,
I
like
mean,
think
yeah,
about
right.
Spartans, dude. Like they went at at 6 years old, they're like, "Hey, here you go. You're going to the military camp thing, and if you survive, you get to be a cool Spartan soldier."
If you
They're
don't,
like,
you're dead.
that's if you don't. Like they literally would fight to the death. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you're 6, and you got to go fucking train basically for whatever the next, 13 years or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And then I think when you turned 18, it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Oh, if I could go back in like any era to serve in the military, I think way back like in the Renaissance
That
would have been
Yeah.
like not cool by any means, but like living in that lifestyle would have been. I would like to experience it. I think.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying I would be successful.
You travel in a group of tens of thousands, set
Yeah.
up a camp, do whatever, siege a castle,
Yeah.
pillage,
Yeah. Or just stay in the castle forever.
whatever you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
March with King Arthur.
March
Yeah.
with King Arthur, dude. Don't marry Henry VIII.
You're using coconuts.
Yeah, dude. That's no ordinary rabbit.
I feel like I could have defeated the rabbit with the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. I just like how like the Crusades are just like, oh yeah, we're doing it for the church, boys.
Yeah.
They just go fucking just burn down cities. What's for the church,
Yeah,
boys?
Right. I don't pretend to understand.
Imagine just being like a farmer, right? You never seen a Viking in your life, and they just like a ship pulls up and they just come through and just burn your whole fucking town.
Can I join you? Don't
Yeah,
kill me,
you're like,
please.
fuck,
Right.
dude. And you're like, no, I want to be part of you.
I want one of those
They just
awesome
look down
hats.
at you from
Yeah.
like they just look down at you from like their 7-foot-tall perch and like, nah, bro, too
No,
little.
too little. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Here
Puny
you go.
boy.
Yeah, take an axe. Yeah, dude. It'd be cool. I play a lot of games like that though, like
Yeah.
like that type of video game. I just think it's cool.
One of those TikToks that I've found is like about the library being burnt down and stuff. Like they say that we have proof that we've been visited by time travelers, but we think that they're going to come from the future. They're actually coming from the past. How do we know all these things that were in the library that was burnt down? How do we know those things since it was burnt down?
Yeah.
It's like it's just a rabbit hole. It's like
Well, and
some
that's
of
like
it's pretty far fetched.
yeah.
I think.
'Cause
but
I was watching something. It's
just
like
interesting to listen to.
one of the Egyptian like queens or what Pharaohs, whatever you call them, the Egyptian queen or whatever. Like they say, like she was like versed in like 10 languages. Like she was one of the Egyptian fair. Like it was a woman, so I don't know if they call them Pharaohs or whatever. But like she was like she contributed a shitload of stuff to the libraries of Alexandria or whatever. And it's like even they said just her knowledge alone, like the things that she put in there was like just fucking crazy. Could you imagine
no.
that? And like that's what I'm saying. Like what would possess like some barbaric ass tribe or something came through and was like, burn it down.
yeah, they probably didn't know.
But yeah.
I mean that, and they didn't know the importance of it. But
That's like a lot of the thing. Like and like most of those tribes back then, like even during Roman times and stuff, like a lot of those tribes were just essentially barbaric, right? Like it was like it's almost like meeting like a I don't know, kind of like an undiscovered tribe now. They have no idea who the fuck you are. They don't care. They're just gonna just kill you anyway.
Yeah,
Like
right.
the movie The Eagle. You seen that with Channing Tatum in it?
Sure haven't.
You haven't watched that movie, dude? You need to watch that. I think it's called The Eagle. It's a movie about like a Roman legion, and they carry like a pole with like the golden eagle on top or whatever, and theirs gets stolen, and that's like the biggest disgrace ever. Or his dad was carrying it and got stolen, and then he had to go. He like went and retrieved it to like fix his family name or whatever. But that's a great fucking movie, dude. You guys need to watch it.
Huh.
Need to watch it. It's good.
Have you guys? I don't know if you're still into it or not. Have you seen the whole Vince McMahon thing going on?
I don't think so.
So I know he's no longer with WWE.
Right, correct. You know he's going to be hit with a very huge, serious lawsuit, right?
What? I didn't know.
I heard
I've only ever seen the GIF.
bits
Like,
and pieces.
That they were making a documentary, and they were getting ready. They asked him the question during that. It was like, "What has the Undertaker done for the WWE?" And he was like, "I can't," because him and the Undertaker are pretty close. But this is wild. I won't go into all the details because it's pretty graphic. But he's going to be charged with sex trafficking and some other very serious things.
Jesus.
Him and a certain wrestler that just got removed off of WrestleMania. Yeah, it's
Which wrestler?
Brock Lesnar.
Really?
I could see it, dude. With a name like
it's-
Brock Lesnar.
I never really liked Vince McMahon, but I respected what he did for the sport. You know, he brought it. I mean, he bought it from his dad, but like he pretty much brought it from a circus to what it is now. You know, it's
Yeah.
you know, as what fake or real. That's neither here nor there. But
No, yeah, the entertainment
it's,
value.
it's still entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah.
WWE is
But-
unreal.
there's some a lady that came forward that was put through some fucking horrible shit, and she put all the text messages out there, and you can read it and listen to it yourself.
Oh,
and
fuck.
I don't think he has a leg to stand on in this. And there's some Brock Lesnar is involved. She didn't name him. She put the text in there, but she didn't name him. But he's got a lawsuit coming against him too, and I sat and watched an hour-long video of a lawyer breaking it all down, and it's bad because he never paid he paid her off to not to say anything. He never paid her the full amount, so she came.
Same
forward
way
with
with
it.
fucking War Dogs, dude. That's
It's,
how they got
you
caught.
you should look into it because it blew me away when I heard about it because I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, I'll have to look at.
It's
My thing froze on my phone.
it's pretty graphic though because you can read all the text message and stuff.
Huh.
It's not suitable probably for the air talk, but you guys should look it up.
That's interesting.
'Cause-
No, I knew there was trouble, but
Yeah.
I had
he
gone down the rabbit
he
hole.
left, I think, and came back as like head or whatever, and then he was a part of the whole deal with the UFC.
Yeah.
And then when this whole thing came up with this girl, which that happened all in 2021, so he just was removed or stepped away again permanently
Huh.
because it's going to get bad, and so they're trying to make sure that everybody else looks good.
Right.
Which
Well,
understandable.
that's the thing. Like, how much does this affect the rest of the WWE?
So
Like, is this a situation where they could have known?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew about it, but since he was in charge, there was nowhere they could go to get anything done since he owned it.
Right.
You know, like, and, you know, the people that did know probably weren't necessarily involved, but there's, you know, if they said something, they were going to lose their
They
job.
just turn the other cheek.
Yeah. So, like, not saying that that's the right decision by any means, but, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But she went through some horrible shit because
I have to look that up tomorrow.
it's because all her stuff was submitted to the court, so it's gonna be coming out. And he knows it's coming now because when Vince's wife found out about whatever was going on, he put an end to it, and he was supposed to pay her all this money to keep her quiet, and he only paid her like half.
Vince's wife?
When Vince's wife found out that he was doing what he was doing, whatever, found out he was cheating or whatever, she made him put a stop to it. So he did. Hey, I gotta pay you all this money to keep you quiet, so you don't tell the world what I've done to you or what we've done to you. And okay, he made her sign a whatever NDA, but since he never paid the full amount that he promised,
The NDA's invalid.
was voided.
Voided.
You know?
So wait, it's Vince's wife that came forward with
No.
all this? Oh, it's not.
No.
Okay.
She found out and made him pay the girl.
A girl was hired in, I think it was 2021, because she had just lost like her mom and dad and was going through a bunch of life, a bunch of trauma
Right.
stuff. So Vince brought her in and said, hey, I'll give you a job, blah, blah, blah. She didn't know anything about the business. Basically gave her a job. And the only way she could keep her job is if she had relation with him,
All right.
under the table or whatever. And then she had to do whatever he said. And it's if you can get through it all without feeling like 6 years time, there's something wrong with you. It's bad. Like,
Wow.
yeah. Like, I only know like how to explain it without like just, but she had she had to go to the hospital for like cosmetic surgery because of some of the shit he did to her. Not abuse either. Not like physical abuse, sexual abuse. So it's wild, and
Wow.
it went on for I forget how long, but she basically had to do whatever he said, or she was gonna like lose everything she had,
Yeah.
and like she didn't have a choice. Like, and if it's one of those things like they could say no, because she could get out whenever she wanted to, but like she had nothing. So when he said
Be
that
like
he was
Joe
gonna-
Dirt. Yeah.
when he said,
but-
"Hey, I'll give you all this money to keep it all quiet," she would have been set up.
yeah.
Whatever.
Like Joe
When
Dirt,
it-
show me them boobies. Right?
Yeah. And then when he didn't deliver on his part, it's like the only other option was to do what she did and come forward with all that shit. Which I mean,
How much money did he have to pay her?
it wasn't enough. Like
That's
And-
why
and
I
my-
was just wondering. Like,
I don't remember the amount, but it was
and,
like
and it's not like I'm not saying like, oh, he paid her, she should be quiet, right?
Right,
But I
right.
was just wondering like how much like
it wasn't amount like what you would think.
like look at War Dogs, right? They were making hand over fist money and they just didn't pay that one company, right?
Yeah.
And then they turned them in for repackaging that ammo. And like that's the only way they got caught, right? They would have never got fucking caught.
It was him and their investor.
Yeah.
Their investor found out too that they weren't
Yeah.
forking over money to him, so he was.
And that's the thing
fucking-
is it's like if you're in a position like that and you're making a fuckload of money, just fucking pay the people, dude.
Right.
Like you're already making enough, right? And obviously she couldn't have probably got paid enough in her whole situation, like. But that's just nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
look up the documents and stuff online because you can read it all or listen to it all. Somebody and it's
Oh my god!
yeah, I'll watch.
I
I'll
was-
watch a documentary on it tomorrow.
my sister. I sent it to my sister and she was like, "Are you surprised?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm surprised." Like to the extent of where he went to, yeah, because I knew he was fucked up in the head and was a control freak, but this is a whole different level of shit that I never thought existed.
Is it Logan Paul in the WWE now?
I don't know. I think so.
I
Yeah,
think-
I don't
thought
watch
so,
it.
yeah.
I just happened to see
Yeah, I just saw something.
a couple guys that I went to BlizzCon with were talking about the whole thing, and I'm like, "What are they talking about?" So I googled it, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
I've
know they
seen-
just had Elimination Chamber, I think, or some big pay per view this past weekend. I think I've tried to watch it. It's not entertaining like it used to be. For me.
Yeah.
Like
my little brothers do. They used to fucking.
I can
they
dig
used to watch
Logan
it.
Paul though. I used to be anti fuck that guy. I don't know, man. It makes me.
there's no
fucking
talent,
laugh.
man. Like
It makes me laugh,
He's-
dude. I can't sit here and confidently say that he's not a good boxer. I'm not saying he's like a world renowned should be boxer, but he's worth a little weight.
I mean,
I
if
don't-
anybody that trains can box, I mean,
I don't know about that.
The only thing I've watched Logan Paul do is open Pokemon cards. That's it.
right.
I mean, he's done something right.
I mean, I'm not. I
Yeah.
can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
He's making
Oh,
hand
yeah.
over fist and money,
That
but
dude makes me laugh. I'm sorry, he does.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really watched any of his stuff. Right. I have a set like 6 streamers that I watch.
read that. I'm not saying that,
Okay.
and it goes into detail too.
Ugh. Yeah,
I can't see it from here.
Here,
yeah.
not the bottom.
that's-
Come up to the second one. From the bottom. It's bad, man. Like, and I hope that she's lying.
I thought they
hope that's
both
true.
boxed, Brad.
I think one's a wrestler, one's a boxer. I think. I
So
could be wrong.
Jake Paul is a boxer, I think, right?
I thought they
don't-
both.
and Logan
might.
Paul,
We're
they
fighters.
both. So Jake Paul, I think, is the older one, and I think he is like a boxer, like does it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think Logan Paul, he's the younger one. I think he did it a couple times, right? And like,
Yeah.
I think Logan Paul is in the WWE now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, yeah. One of them was in the.
Yeah,
Logan
Jake
wrestles.
is like Jake is the older brother, I think.
Yeah.
And he's
Logan-
a big dude, I think. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen.
I know they're
like,
both super tall,
Yeah.
yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. Jake's like fucking Lord Swoldmore. Like, I mean, he's for his he's proportionate, like in height.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not just like some tall scrawny kid.
Yeah.
Some,
I don't know. It's just.
yeah, I don't really watch any of that stuff. Like, dude, like most of the shit I see on social media just makes me fucking mad anytime I see it. You know what I mean?
He's a great self promoter. If he ever gets in the ring with a legit prime boxer, yeah, exactly.
No reason to. He's making money hand over
Yeah.
fist.
Right.
No, dude. Yeah, did you
Talking
did you watch
shit.
any of the new South Parks?
No, I haven't.
Dude, the new ones that Jake Paul in it. Like
Oh, does
they're
it?
making fun of Jake Paul. Yeah. It's one of the new like movies that it's like a whatever hour and a half long or hour long episode but yeah, it's about Jake Paul and Prime, the drink Prime.
I think I've seen a commercial.
Yeah, dude,
for it.
you got to watch that one. It's
Yeah.
fucking good, dude. It's good. South Park South Park cracks me up.
Yes,
Yeah.
You see they opened Casa Bonita again?
the real
The
restaurant,
real one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
they
read that.
bought it and like just fucking dumped millions into it and opened real Casa Bonita again. I want to go there. Dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, oh my god. There's like I think there's 3 new like movies or whatever.
Really?
Well, because like they signed a deal with HBO Max and like an exclusive deal or whatever, right? And then they signed it and then they put out other ones on like every other platform. And then they made like the thing making fun of themselves, like they call it the streaming wars. And it's like, you signed an exclusive deal with me, and they're like making little boats for everyone. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't think you know what exclusive means.
Yeah.
But I think the way they signed it, like they signed it with HBO Max for like hour-long episodes, and on these other ones they're putting out like 55 minutes or like an hour and a half. So it's not the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, South Park's the fucking like
It's
they
the
crack me
best.
up, dude. They're
Yeah.
literally the funny.
I think that's the best like animated show,
Dude.
ever.
Oh, easy.
Like-
What's they opened the hot dog place? Was it Dick and Boss?
I want to go to Shitty Walk.
Yeah, dude.
My she walk.
My she walk. The fucking
She
Mongolians. Hey, what are you doing with that baseball? He lights it on fire. Just fucking-
I need a flight for 7 to Canada. That'll be $7,000.
yeah.
$7,000.
$7,000.
How about $20?
Yeah, dude. yeah.
Shitty Walk don't have $20.
$7,000.
Yeah. He picks up the other phone. Shitty Airlines.
Yeah. That's like cock magic or cock fighting. Like when they
Yeah.
do cock magic or whatever.
Yep.
Randy.
I know I've seen a commercial for the movie or the whatever that you're talking about because didn't Randy have an OnlyFans?
Yeah, him and Sharon. Randy has OnlyFans and it's like,
I think somebody needs to tell Joe Compton that wrestling's fake.
why?
I just
He beat Rey Mysterio Jr.
he
didn't
did. He did. He beat Mysterio.
Not Rey Mysterio. That's his son, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Mysterio wrestles anymore. I don't know.
They used to be Jacob and Noah. So like Jacob and Noah, they used to fucking watch wrestling every single week, dude. And they would fucking just be wrestling in the living room, just fucking killing it. Rey Mysterio is their favorite fucking. I think it was
So,
Jacob's favorite fucking guy.
My brother and I had a championship belt, and we called it KCW, Kids Championship Wrestling.
Nice.
Dude, we fucking duked it out for that fucking belt.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. And it was like, I'm big brother. Like, back then I could kick his ass. But, like, sometimes I had to
one of
let
these
him
days, he's
win.
just gonna walk up and just hold the belt up. You're just gonna be like, dude, you can just keep it.
Dude, if that belt ever showed back up, I swear to God.
That would be awesome.
And yes, it'd be forever his because that dude would absolutely murder me with a pinky now.
He's like, remember this? You're just like, okay, fine, you can have it, dude.
You can have it. It's all you.
Fuck, dude.
He's like, no, I want to earn it.
I want to earn it.
I challenge you to a duel.
He's like, I'm gonna fold your clothes. I'm gonna fold your clothes with you still wearing them.
No!
I love wrestling. I miss it back in there, like the 90s
I miss
and-
good wrestling.
back in the 90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000s, man, Attitude Era is what
Yeah.
they call it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock.
Dude, I hate because I've tried to watch it lately too, and The Rock's back in
It
it.
doesn't matter what you
Yeah.
tried to watch.
Like,
You know what
he's
I mean?
like 57 years old, like hang it up, dude. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Everybody else your age is hung it up.
Who you talking about?
The Rock.
I
Stone
would-
Cold's hung it up.
would
Everybody-
say he is in better shape though.
yeah,
than
it's
a lot
not
of those
natural.
He's 57.
Doesn't have to be natural. None of them are natural.
Wait, what is that?
You can't tell me that they sculpt bodies like that natural. I'm sorry, no.
Now, no, none
Not
of
to
now.
put up with what they put up with
Guys
on
like
the
Stone Cold
nightly.
though is more natural than The Rock.
Dad bought it. So a lot of times steroids though aren't just for like muscle sculpting and building. Like it's just so you can fucking get up and do it again the next
Yeah,
day.
100%.
The recovery.
Right. Well, I'm sure.
Stone
none of
Which
them-
I feel like all those guys fucking need.
Yeah.
As often as they're on shows. I don't care if it's fake or not. You can't tell me flying off the top rope
Exactly.
and landing on anything doesn't fucking hurt.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a.
I've
pillow.
been in a ring. I promise you, I don't want to fall 8 feet onto it.
Yeah.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin when Trump was on there. I don't care if you're worth $1 billion. I don't care if you're worth $2. And he counts way too
Yeah.
high. Dude. Me and my brother James, like me and James send it to each other all the time just because it's fucking hilarious. Like it does be like a gift. Like,
When he pushed Mike Tyson though, when Stone Cold pushed Mike Tyson back in 2000 or whatever that was, fucking not just pushing, he fucking shoved him, and Mike Tyson about came unglued and killed him. It was such good entertainment back
It
then.
was great stuff.
oh,
man.
dude.
That used to be some of my favorite. Watching Stone Cold and The Rock go back and forth.
The Rock is like he is very entertaining, but like he was never my favorite.
What's that movie? Him
Never.
and Kevin Hart, Central Intelligence. Is that with him
Yeah.
and Kevin Hart? And he's like, "You think what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes," and they just jump off and lay at the street. Or is that the other guys?
That was the other guys.
Yeah.
With Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
No,
Yeah.
That's Central Intelligence.
that was no. It was The Rock and who was that with him and The Rock?
I don't know. It
Because
was.
they died.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, that was no, that wasn't Central
It was the other
Intelligence.
guys.
Was it The Rock and and it was
the other guys was Will Ferrell and
But
Matthew.
they died in the
but-
very beginning.
Yeah, but it
Aim
was
for the
it was,
bushes.
it was The
Oh,
Rock.
yeah.
Remember? He's like, "You think what I'm thinking? Aim for the
for the
bushes," and they
bushes.
just hit the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
Goes my hero.
Yeah, there you okay.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, they died
that
in
was
the
the other
very
guys.
beginning.
I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
The Rock
Was
wasn't
it
in the
the
other
other
guys, but I forgot about that cameo.
probably. I don't remember. I
Samuel L. Jackson was in the movie the whole time, wasn't he?
was he?
Or was he? What I thought Samuel L. was part of the other, like the rival
I'm gonna look it up.
team.
I don't know. That's really the only part of that movie I remember. And when he put the pedal all the way down in the Prius, and hey, people down here starting to talk, say he ain't gonna do it, say he ain't got the guts.
Yeah,
My favorite part of that movie
Dancing
is
and Highsmith. It was.
I did my
Samuel
first
Jackson.
yeah. There you go. Dude.
I did my first
Aim for the
desktop.
bushes. Yeah, I did my. They
I did my first desktop.
They give him a wooden gun.
That was such a good movie.
yeah, dude.
Real good, underrated movie.
Hell
It
yeah.
is.
Hell yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Man, it has
We've been all over the place.
It has been a wild. What a wild ride
Yeah.
that whole episode was. I mean, we didn't talk about you at all.
Fine with that, man.
Okay.
I am
Good.
fine with that. I don't have to talk about myself all the time. I don't like talking about myself actually.
Well, you deserve
But I have to sometimes.
to be talked about,
Yeah.
as do all of our guests.
I appreciate it.
I
They
was
deserve
gonna say
their
something
moment.
earlier, but I don't remember what
They
it was.
deserve their moment in the sun.
Gator don't play no shit.
Gator don't play no-
Gator don't play no shit.
Yeah, dude. Gator don't play no shit.
Baby, we're
He's like,
Gator needs his cat.
yeah, he's like, dude, you were a pimp. He's like, nah, dude, nah, I just. That's like the South, dude, back with the South Park butters. Hey, bitch, you want to make some real motherfucking money?
South Park's done the best. I don't care. It's
Yeah,
better than The
dude.
Simpsons.
All right.
Better than Family
All
Guy.
right. You guys have talked about all this deep shit. We've talked about the Roman Empire.
Dude, I fucking love the Roman Empire.
I was going for a Stone Cold thing there. Like, we've talked about the Roman Empire. What? We've talked about Renaissance warfare. What? Talked about World War II,
What?
Vietnam. But anyway, not the right crowd. Fine.
Okay, lost that one.
Here's
I
a
would rather
question.
have what than it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what you would
Like
rather have.
it's funny 3 or 4 times. After that, all right, dude, find something else.
Chief, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Let me fly, dude.
So
Michael Keaton played in that too.
So here's a question. Would Lightning McQueen,
Who's that?
Cars.
from Cars,
Oh, Cars. Yeah.
Matthew
would
McConaughey.
Lightning McQueen get car insurance or life insurance?
Yes,
Mhm, both. I think his car insurance is life insurance.
it's his life insurance. He is because he is a car. That's his
Who would
life.
win, Lightning McQueen or fucking Turbo, dude?
I don't think it'd be car insurance or life insurance. I think it'd be health insurance. The question originally posed to me, why? Because it wouldn't be life insurance. If he had gotten a wreck but survived it, life
That's not the
insurance
que-
wouldn't touch
that's
it.
not what's in question. Did he survive?
Yeah.
I want
Well,
more,
yeah,
I
but
want more details.
I'm saying if, like I
the
think if
scenario
he
for
just
me.
had life insurance and he got in a fender bender,
I don't think. Yeah, but you don't get
he
in a
wouldn't
fender
nothing,
bender. dude.
nothing would be covered.
Pop the dent out.
Yeah, you
What do
don't
you
get
mean?
in fender benders at 200 miles an hour, dude.
But you survive them.
Earnhardt.
But you survive
Yeah.
them.
Ask Dale.
Do it for Dale. Do it for
Okay,
Dale.
Dale
dude.
didn't survive his, but you survive 200-mile-an-hour crashes, especially if you're a
Now-
race car.
Now, dude,
Dale didn't.
Dale did not. My mom was distraught over that. Dude.
I'll never forget hearing that on the radio, man.
Yeah, dude, my mom was distraught over fucking. Dude, everything she had was number 3.
It definitely changed the world as we know it.
Yeah. That
Dude,
was,
you know what
everybody
I mean?
says the world changed when Harambe died. No, the world changed when Dale died.
Yeah, dude, fucking gargoyles.
Fuck
is-
that stupid gorilla.
Listen, don't you put some
Fuck that
respect on
stupid
Harambe's
gorilla.
name?
Dicks
Oh
out
God
for-
damn it!
dicks out for
not,
Harambe.
not in my house.
Wait, what did he say?
I said, fuck that stupid gorilla.
Oh shit, dude. I mean, how old was I when Harambe died? When was that?
that was
2006?
12, wasn't it? 2012.
2012?
Yeah, I think it was 2012.
Was it? I remember I pulled my dick out for Harambe once. 'Cause I kept seeing dicks out for Harambe, dude. I just did it one time.
Yeah,
Heaven forbid I was on a playground.
Harambe
Dale and 9/11 happened in the same
2016.
year.
Yeah,
May
dude.
18,
Like that was a
2016.
rough year for my mom, dude. 9/11 and then fucking Dale Earnhardt
What year did Dale die?
Dale died 2001.
Was it the same year?
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
or Earnhardt. And
I think it's
and then-
February of 2001.
Yeah. Dale Earnhardt and then 9/11. Like she was just recovering and then she's like, "Fuck this shit again."
Here we
Right.
go again. Okay, it was the same year.
Yeah, I remember. Like they were watching the race on the fucking TV, dude. Like they never missed a fucking race. Dale Earnhardt and Bobby Labonte. That's who our household
Bobby
fucking.
Labonte. You heard that name
Interstate
wrong.
batteries.
The old
brother.
interstate batteries, 18
Interstate
machine.
batteries, bro.
The old number 18 machine.
18 machine, brother.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
Yeah, fucking Bobby Labonte.
Yeah.
And then Earnhardt. Yeah.
That's like I love the fact that like how old I am because I grew up when athletes, whether you call race car drivers athletes or not, that's besides the point.
Dude, it's,
Like it
it's
was so much
taxing to drive
different
that.
then. It was so much better then. It was so much more entertaining. Like if now
They have changed NASCAR, and a lot of people that are longtime NASCAR fans don't like the changes they've made. I'm not a longtime NASCAR fan.
either.
They
I'm
still
not
have
a-
they
I'm
still
not
have
anything
wrecks,
fan.
so I'm interested as
Exactly.
as I ever was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to see 200 miles of solid left turns,
Nothing.
all
Nothing.
completed perfectly. No one gives a fuck.
South Park. I turn left better than you can.
No, you can't. But like, not just because the Jordan, but like that era of basketball was way better than this era of basketball.
I think
If you did not have a team score 140 points back then, if you did, especially in college, you didn't play the next game.
yeah.
That's ridiculous. No one plays defense anymore.
Well, defense doesn't win championships in basketball.
Not now.
It could.
Exactly.
It could. No, you're right. Basketball's different in that it used to be a man sport.
I don't disagree. It's so-
Contact was basketball was never a non-contact sport. Even when I played,
yeah.
if you played basketball, you were going to feel some
I
fucking
feel like
contact.
I feel like
Grab his dick and twist.
most sports now have adopted the WWE mentality. It's just like not the scripted necessarily
No, no,
part,
no.
but like
But to where it's entertainment,
Yeah.
more entertainment than it is.
Yeah.
I think, and I'll defend the NFL when I say this. The NFL's changed so much because of the way they allow people to hit
safety.
people or the safety rules.
they know what they're signing up for. I don't care.
I agree.
Nobody
to,
cares about hockey players.
I agree to a point.
Dude, that's common practice hockey player.
Nobody cares about rugby players.
I agree to a point. And I'll
If you're
say
gonna
this.
blindside somebody, that's one thing. But
I'll-
if you get hit too hard,
I'll say this. The NFL's dealing with a lot of insurance battles.
they should. I know.
These guys that do this have to have that shit.
Right.
And the insurance companies
I'm not
are-
going to sign up for something that I'm not willing to take
and
it
the,
for.
and the
Same with the
insurance
military.
companies are basically saying we need regulations or we're not going to cover your players.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be the same with the military, though.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
pay
I
scale.
agree. Yeah,
Pay
no,
scale,
no,
but like
no, no.
coverage
I'm not
wise,
even
like-
talking pay scale. I'm talking just there's so much more that needs done for the military.
Like, and I'm not just like,
Now you go to the VA and they're like, here's some Oxycontin, have fun. have a good time.
Yeah.
Have a party time.
You know, and all
your
these
day.
players that play a fucking game, and it's a game. It takes talent, yes, but it's a game at the end of the
Huh?
day. Like, get paid hundreds of millions of dollars throughout their career
Yep.
and never have to worry about anything in life. Yeah, they got a fucked up back.
Well, I mean,
So does that guy down at the VA, who's,
Right.
who's getting $1,500 a month if he's
Right.
lucky.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if he's lucky.
it just pisses me off.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I don't know. I kind of just quit getting on any sort of social media, right? I mean, I share pictures every now and then, but
They,
like,
they,
when
they
I-
don't give Oxycontin, they give Motrin.
oh yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, it's
I just scroll through there and it just makes you so. I
love the, you know, the Tiger Woods era.
Yeah,
You know, I don't
Tiger.
give a shit what anyone says. The Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa was the best time for baseball.
oh, I think sports should allow the best athletes science can create. I mean, at the end of the day, listen, I don't like how much shit those guys took. Those guys will never be Hall of Famers.
No.
And that's not fair because Major League Baseball allowed that to happen. Major League Baseball allowed that to get out of control because Major League Baseball needed it
It did.
at the time.
Dude, like have you seen that thing going around? It's like they should just do like the Olympics, but instead of having world class athletes, just fucking like draft like the Hunger Games. Yeah, like you just get like fucking average Joes in there to see who's just the best. Like that'd be the coolest. I would watch the shit out of that, dude.
Hell yeah.
That'd be the fucking best.
It's wild. But yeah, all sports, like, I think when we were growing up, were, you know, we're better than they are now.
Yeah. I enjoy I think the NFL's gotten I like the modern NFL better. And I do. College football is always what it has been to me, which I like college football, but it's not like I like the NFL.
Yeah.
Basketball's different now.
Yeah, it's way different now. If Bobby Knight would
basketball
had
got-
somebody score 140 points in a game, he would have thrown more than a chair across the floor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They don't. Basketball was really good, and then it got really bad for a while. I like the brand of basketball being played now. I can even tolerate the NBA again. There are a lot of points scored. There's not a lot of defense played, but there's good things about the NBA. I think Adam Silver, as commissioner of the NBA, has done a great job with the NBA's image, and what they're trying to do. So I love it. I like all that. I want to be able to get into hockey. I don't know why I can't.
Hockey's so awesome.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I have a blast watching it. I can't pick a team. I
Detroit.
can't get
There
into
you go.
it.
Done.
I'm not going to be a Red Wings fan
Why?
because
See?
name
you
the Red
fucking
Wings?
monsters are just like Red Sox fans or Yankees fans
Whoa.
or
hold on.
Cowboys fans.
I don't know what.
Why? The Cowboys do what they do every year.
lose?
Every single year they lose.
Wait, aren't you a Cowboys fan?
It used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
When I watch football, yeah.
Kelton Branham is a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah.
Big Cowboys
Like
fan.
I said, the last year I did fantasy was Ezekiel. It's rookie year. He was on my fantasy league.
Oh, I can't. I gotta wait because Kelton's going to accost me for that Cowboys comment. I know he is. I know he is. It's fine.
I actually watched the playoff games. A couple of them. Yeah. I watched a couple of their playoff games.
Watch it with the Cowboys. Talk. The good news is, Kelton, I only have to talk about the Cowboys 12 weeks out of the year. not 17, but 12.
Well, it's not like you're talking about the Colts that long either.
He does. He relishes it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's fun to be, if you're one of those hated fan bases, it just means you've got a ton of history to be proud of.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like how many teams have went longer without a Super Bowl than the Cowboys? A lot.
right.
I know they're America's team, and they, you know,
Not that many.
there's quite a few.
Not as many as you think.
Yeah, I've seen the stats.
Let's
Over
see
half
here.
the league.
Let's see here.
Because how many teams have never won a Super Bowl?
2.
How many teams have never? 2 have never won it.
No,
Oh.
2 that have never been.
Yeah.
5 that have never won. it. Let's see here.
There's like 12
Super
or
Bowl
13.
droughts. Super Bowl droughts. Let's see. The Cowboys.
When was the last time the Panthers won a Super Bowl?
Let's see the longest Super Bowl drought. Vikings, Titans, Oilers have never won one. Texans, Panthers. Let's see here.
Yeah,
How many
Detroit's
team- how
There's
Detroit's
many
a
teams
lot
are
of
there?
teams that hadn't won the Super Bowl.
yeah.
I was making up numbers.
You say you're just making.
Detroit's never been in the Super Bowl either. That's what Michelle said. I didn't think they had.
Yeah, the Lions have never won one. This is one Super Bowl wins.
Yeah,
Cowboys have had
5.
they've won 5,
Yeah,
but yeah, there's more than half the league with a longer drought.
yeah. It's
Niners.
people want to give us. I'll say.
Washington.
I still say us. People still give us shit when half the league hasn't even been there or
Yeah.
hasn't won one since we have.
It's fair to admit though that
You know, I was just
Four-
I'm just up here making
Hold
up
on.
numbers.
let's see here. 1, 2, 3 of these franchises. No, 4 of these franchises didn't exist when the
True.
Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. So that's
How many?
No, we're 4 of them.
Well, okay. What are the 4 then?
I guess
What are the
3.
4?
3 technically. The Texans, the Panthers, and the Jaguars.
The Texans aren't that old.
The Texans are brand new. The Texans have only been around since 2002.
That's 7 years after they won the last Super Bowl. So
Cowboys' last Super Bowl
95.
was 95. And then the Jaguars and Panthers came into the league in 96.
oh, okay. I wasn't
So-
really watching football regularly back then. So
And then, of course, the
Yeah,
Titans,
he's like, I was
I was
4.
9.
Oh, I
the
was
Titans
40.
didn't exist, but they were the Oilers.
Yeah,
So
but yeah,
I was just trying to figure out what side of that argument you're on. You went on heavy defense of the Cowboys. Detroit has never been
That's-
to the Super Bowl.
yeah. That's like
Yeah.
people want to talk shit about Cowboys
In
fans.
Detroit, like Allie's brother,
Usually,
is a huge Lions
like,
fan.
there's a good chance that their team hasn't won one either.
Where's that?
That's the people that want to talk shit about the Cowboys fans.
Right.
Allie's brother's like a diehard Lions fan, right? Like I was hoping that they would have won and made it at least to the Super
When
Bowl.
the Cowboys played, I watched that game. I was up actually in Michigan watching that game with my buddies up there. I was like, oh, well, Lions won this game. You know,
Right.
that play, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Even I'm as the Cowboys fan that I am. or
Dan
have been,
Campbell, coach of the Lions. We got a Lions fan in the comments. That's fine. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Dan Campbell, coach of the Lions. Too fucking cute. I do not like Dan Campbell. As a locker room motivator and a player guy, I think he's fantastic.
Yeah.
As a guy who makes decisions on the sideline, I think he's awful. And it's only going to take Lions fans.
Worse than I can't remember his name. The 49ers coach.
Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by far. Kyle Shanahan will win a Super Bowl. He will.
He's not got a good track record.
Kyle Shanahan will win a Super Bowl. Dan Campbell just got as close as he'll ever get.
Yeah.
there was the Price is Right in Nashville.
Yeah.
What?
Price is wrong, bitch. We got to go. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Shit. Time flies when you're having fun, boys.
Look what he's done in the past 3 years. I understand that he's changed the culture in Detroit, and that's good. Those are the great things he's done.
Detroit will always be a shitty city.
But the best coach on the Lions sideline is their offensive coordinator. You heard it here first.
didn't he just go somewhere else?
Ben Johnson. Did he take a job?
I don't know.
He should have taken
I
a
thought I saw a
job.
name.
He should have taken a job. Let's see here, Ben Johnson.
Third one today.
I have to learn to spell.
I
Ben
have a
Johnson,
bottle that's
football
not near that
coach.
big, but I try to drink 2 or 3 of them, but it's only like a 40 ounce.
Nah, he
bottle.
stayed with the Lions.
Did he? Okay.
That fucker's like a half gallon, isn't it?
64 ounces, yeah.
Yeah, he stayed with the Lions 2 years now. I wanted the Colts to hire him last year.
I don't want the Colts to ever win another game.
Oh, shut up.
But I do want the Cubs to win every single game. Does that make it better?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I'd rather the Cubs win than the Colts win.
Why do you hate the Colts?
Fuck the Colts.
Fuck them.
I've never been a fan. The only team in this state that I will tolerate is the Pacers. The only team in this state. No college teams.
This is the most we've ever talked about
I
sports.
know.
Get him
I
on
don't
the
know
Sean
what-
B show, dude.
No.
I don't know the stats to be on the Sean B show.
Yeah.
He's a stats.
It sounds
guy,
like
I don't
Sean don't either, dude. He's over here rattling off
know. Making up numbers.
Yeah,
Oh no,
dude.
I just like to piss off Cowboys fans by
Yeah.
saying things that aren't true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just fucking rattling
No,
off.
there's nothing in this life that's more fun than my favorite player is Tony Romo. Tony Romo,
Look at the stats
great
of Tony
cowboy,
Romo.
but he
The
was a
stats.
great quarterback. who
I put okay. Here's,
had Dallas
we'll
Cowboys
talk
syndrome.
for a minute. You put Michael Vick, Ben Roethlisberger, and Tony Romo in the same category. They are great quarterbacks at what they did, but if you touch them, they brick. They're like glass houses.
A Big Ben won 2 Super Bowls.
Right. But
I don't think he's in any.
how many
category
injuries did
with
he
Vic
have
or
in his
Romo.
career?
He had quite
Every
a few.
single
One of them
year.
was self-inflicted.
Every single
but
year
Ben didn't
he was
miss a
hurt.
lot of games though. He was hurt a lot, but he didn't miss a lot of games
Tony Romo played through a lot of serious injuries too.
with basically scoliosis. Like his back was fucked.
I know. We're a Kevlar.
and didn't win.
I know.
And didn't win. I mean,
And I don't put that all on
I
him.
think Tony Romo is great.
Yeah.
And I love him as a commentator now. A lot of people don't like him because he knows too much. I think it's great that he's obviously got a great football mind, and he was a talented quarterback.
Yeah.
And he got to bone Jessica Simpson.
Why didn't she get much TV time?
Huh?
Why didn't she
I
get as
don't
much
think
TV time as this other one that's on TV?
She's wasn't near as popular as Taylor Swift.
Get out.
You think Jessica Simpson was as popular as Taylor Swift?
take Taylor Swift over Jessica.
I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say that. Fix your microphone, sir. No, I think Jessica Simpson is worlds hotter than Taylor
Okay.
Swift. However,
that's what I thought.
Taylor Swift
She's
is
the most prominent figure.
If you say
for
talent,
women
we're
right
gonna have an
Yeah,
issue.
she's
There
No.
is zero talent in either of them.
what? No talent, Taylor
Either
Swift.
of
You're
them.
crazy. Now you're
now.
crazy.
Dude, I like T Swift.
Now you're crazy. To call like you can not like Taylor Swift, and that's okay. I mean, it's obviously okay. It's
wish
music.
my-
It's
My
opinions.
dad would buy my success.
I was telling. She's written every song that's ever been on any album that she's ever had written by herself.
Garbage.
I think a lot of people would disagree.
Yeah, but this doesn't make it good.
She's a global icon.
Global. I liked.
And was definitely more talented than Jessica Simpson. Okay, Jessica Simpson wasn't exactly a ray of fucking talent. She thought
Well, what?
She
Jessica,
thought-
I know exactly where you're going.
what did
Chicken of the Sea.
What did Jessica Simpson sing?
Oh shit.
I'll listen to her on the way
I don't
home.
even remember.
Famous Jessica Simpson song.
I'll
I
listen
can't
to her on the
remember.
way home, dude.
I
I
can't
probably
remember.
like that too.
I know she did. Didn't she-
She's not bad. But I mean, to put her in the talent category against Taylor Swift, come on.
I mean, Taylor Swift's a
Kyle.
billionaire. She's a
Zero
billionaire.
talent.
Right? She's a billionaire, right?
Taylor Swift
Yes.
is a billionaire.
But like, I think most of that's a tribute. Like, yeah, sure, she's good, but like most of that's supply and demand, right? Like her tickets go for an astronomical amount of fucking money.
She doesn't make a lot of that though.
Really?
She only makes the face value.
Oh yeah, because then people scalp
The
them.
secondary market,
Makes them
those are
moves.
Yeah,
those
that's-
are other
that's
people.
for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, even if though, like that means supply is still high, so anything else she's selling is going to be high
Means demand is high.
That's what I meant. That's what
Yeah.
I meant. Demand is high.
Yeah, so the face value on her tickets could
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely increase,
yeah,
and
yeah.
she would make that money.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the secondary market
but
would
like-
still be nuts.
Since the demand is that high, then anything that she's supplying is going to be flying off the fucking
Yep.
shelves.
And listen, I think it's great that
I mean, a lot of women like football now. A lot of them.
it was smart for the NFL to put her on TV as much as they did.
And they didn't really put her on
Absolutely
there that
smart.
much, right?
And
30
it wasn't that much.
30 or 50 seconds.
But it was enough to piss off some people.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. I don't know. I just heard all about it from everybody else.
Yeah. No, I saw a lot of people mad about it. I'm like, dude, she's not on there for very long, right? It's like,
I think it's cool,
I don't
man.
carry the way. I don't watch sports.
I think it's cool. Like
don't
you got this chick who's a global icon, doesn't need anything from anyone.
Why don't any other celebrities that are just as popular get as much credit as she does for being at the
Nobody's
games?
just as popular as she is.
Eminem is way more popular than
Not
she
true.
is.
Not true.
Should be more talented.
Not true. Emma,
Don't even go there, Sean.
I don't know.
Her dad bought her success.
I don't know that that's true.
He did. He bought the record company when she started.
Sure, but the thing is, it still
So I'm
has
going to make sure
sell.
what I'm putting money into is good.
It still has to sell,
No, it-
though. And it
how
has.
many artists or musicians or bands, whatever you want to call it, have been garbage that have been successful? The Beatles. Case in point. You can put out garbage, people are going to buy it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was having this conversation with Sarah last night. I told her, I said, you guys are obviously familiar with Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
detest every musical piece of anything he's ever put out.
Okay.
But I love listening to him talk. Because the guy's
I like
got
a couple of his
the
songs,
guy's
but-
got an awesome perspective.
100% agree.
He's got an
I went and
awesome
saw
fucking
him-
perspective.
In concert last fall.
Yeah. I
It was
I cannot stand any of his music.
Yeah. He's got a couple songs that I do like actually, but majority of it I don't like.
But
Person wise,
listening to him talk,
yes,
the guy's got an awesome perspective. He's a smart guy.
Yeah,
and it's fantastic.
I hang out with him.
We say, I say a lot that Nickelback sucks. I think people. I know you do, and that's okay. It's okay to like. It's all opinion.
Yeah,
and I always say like when I say Nickelback sucks, like that's for my taste.
There
like
are people that like
they're
Nickelback,
obviously
and then there are people that are wrong, dude.
Exactly. And the people that are lying to
They're
themselves.
obviously talented. They've obviously done something right. Like of all these people that are musicians and are trying to get to where they are, they're the cream of the crop.
Nickelback gets hate, but people like Taylor Swift can be successful.
I like both of them, dude.
God damn it! Have you ever been to a Nickelback concert?
I actually have, and it was
God.
not top 5, but it was like
Awful.
really good.
You know
They gave
who
me
I
free
saw?
alcohol, dude. They came out with girls in bikinis and shit, giving people in the front like free shots and stuff.
Yeah.
You know
That's not trashy.
No.
Oh,
You,
I wouldn't do it now because I don't drink. But
You know who I saw
it
in
was
concert
still
that was really good, dude?
They still
Brooks
sound
and fucking Dunn.
that would be good.
They were good, dude. We saw them at Van Andel up in Michigan.
I bet they would be good.
They were fucking good, dude. The guy's voice is fucked up, so he didn't sing My Maria, which is fucking.
Yeah.
My Maria.
Yeah, you couldn't hit the high note, dude. He's fucked up. But I'm telling you, that was like.
Maria,
I
I
think
love you.
It was like the guy who the guy who started. I don't know who he was, but he was good. And then it was John Party, and then it was Brooks and Dunn, dude. Brooks and Dunn fucking killed it.
That'd be a fun night.
They opened up with Brand New Man, dude.
Not my
Fucking
kind of music at all.
Yeah, they were
but
good.
that would be a fun night.
I've been
Yeah.
baptized.
slapping that fucking cinnamon butter
Yeah.
on a Texas Roadhouse roll, dude.
hell yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Brand New Man.
That
Yeah,
that's
a good concert.
again not my style of music, but that
Yeah.
would be fucking fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. And like I've been to like country. I don't like country music, but I've been to country concerts. They're
Same.
fun.
Same.
Like I've seen Keith Urban live. One of the best shows I've ever seen
I
was
want to
Keith
see
Urban.
Kenny Chesney bad, dude.
Kenny Chesney would be fun.
I want to see him bad. I want to see
I
him
want
like
to
on the
see
beach though.
George Strait. I'd pay to see George Strait once.
George Strait's good, dude.
No one has more number ones than he does. In
No
country
one.
music.
No one.
George Strait's good.
No one. Taylor Swift soon.
Just
She's
a
not
young
country.
troubadour. Yeah, she's not country anymore,
Yeah.
dude. Just a young troubadour.
But Beyonce is. That's
Yeah.
the world. That's the world we
Oh
live
yeah,
in.
I never seen that. Someone said it was good.
I don't want to live in this.
I'm not gonna
I don't want to live
lie.
in this planet anymore.
All right, I'm not gonna lie.
People calling this shit
Sarah.
talent.
Sarah was doing this shit the other night. I like Sean Burton, but I can't stand ska. I like that you know that I'm a ska guy. That's what I love.
I want to see Goldfinger.
Yeah, dude.
I would-
Great live show.
I would pay
Great live
much
show.
to see I would pay so much money to see
but
them.
I wanna see-
so the
Like,
Beyonce
if a
country.
real band, dude, Lustra. I would want to be at the Sky Doesn't Know concert in that dude's backyard, dude. That's where I want to be.
Beyonce country.
Is it good?
I don't want to listen. I don't want to live in this
It's
planet
catchy
anymore.
as fuck. I'm
Is
not
it
gonna
good?
lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like Sarah was listening to it. She goes, "I guess I like Beyonce." I was like,
I like
I like
fucking
Beyonce 20 years
I
ago.
like Beyonce.
I was like, this is catchy as fuck. Oh, can you pay your bills? Can't pay your telephone bills. Can't pay my automobile.
Yeah, she has problems doing that.
Thinking maybe we could chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
I
She can
don't
relate.
think you
She can
She
relate.
can relate.
So
Isn't she with Jay-Z?
Yeah, she's been married to him forever.
through.
Forever. They've been married.
That was one of the early songs. Is all I'm saying.
Really?
It was Destiny's Child.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
You've
I
never
agree
heard
with-
Bills,
I
Bills,
agree with
Bills?
what Sean Hawkins
No.
said.
The fuck.
I'm
you
moving to
mean,
bluegrass if Beyonce is country now. Give me some Billy
You've never
Strings.
heard Destiny's Child, Bills, Bills, Bills?
Probably not, dude. When was that come out?
1996.
When did a lot of
97.
things come out that you listened to, though?
Well,
Well.
not Destiny's Child, dude.
Bro, early Beyonce.
Yeah. Give me Beyonce 20, 25
I
years
mean, I'm
ago.
not saying I ain't listening to Destiny's Child, dude. I ain't listening to that. Out the Snow, dude. Fucking African Child. You fucking love that song.
Yeah.
Out the Snow. No, you love it.
It's the way that country music has changed in the past 20 years. Is
Dude, old country. Like, you know.
Well, it's
anybody
just-
can do it now.
It's this stadium country shit
Yeah.
that a
It'll be
lot
old
of people
country.
are disgusted by.
Anybody can do it.
And it's just here's why it's
Dude,
gone
Morgan
that
Wallen,
way.
the male Taylor Swift. I like
Here's
him.
why it's gone that way.
Agreed.
It's a lot of horror anthems.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All you got to do.
Dude, there's literally a song called Wet Ass Pussy.
Yeah.
How is that?
How is that talent?
So, I mean, like the thing is that they have that song on there, and then "Baby It's Cold Outside." I understand. like, the
We all
meaning
saw the
behind-
comedian.
What?
We all saw the comedian.
What?
There's a comedian that does a skit about those two songs. Have you not seen it?
No, but I'm
That's
just saying. But I'm
funny.
just saying, like
Yeah.
they cooked out, and then it's like literally that song. It's like, you can name like 10 other songs, right? And then they decide it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like how is this acceptable?
But this isn't.
Yeah, and it's like
Here's a new rabbit hole. It's frowned upon to be masculine.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
dude. If I hear Amelia listening to any of those songs, I'm instantly just she's never gonna have technology again. I guess.
Never hear another song as long as you live.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Anaconda by Nicki fucking Minaj. I'm like, get out.
It's just like
Go live on the streets. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that, but still.
they have all these songs that they say it's degrading to women, and then like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But you'll go to a Nickelback concert.
I watched like a clip from The
I
View.
will
Have
not.
you ever
No.
watched The View?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I watched a clip from The View. I'm like, there's people that actually watch this dumb shit.
Yeah.
And it was like Whoopi Goldberg basically telling like poor people to suck it up.
Yeah.
She's like,
you
like,
know
oh,
that
you guys
she-
bitching about you can't pay your bills, blah, blah. Like, and then she's like, basically telling them to suck it up. I'm like, what the fuck?
You
I'm
know
like,
that she refuses to fly on an airplane?
no.
Since like the early or mid 80s, she was in a emergency or something where the plane had to land or something, wing fell out, something I don't remember, and she has not flown since.
What?
She takes a bus or a car everywhere she goes.
Jesus.
Fuck that.
Fuck
not
that.
me.
Especially if I had all that money. Fuck
yeah,
that.
yeah, fuck that. But yeah, dude, that's crazy though. Like, that's nuts. Yeah, and then I started there thinking, I'm like, okay, first off, what the fuck is The View, and who even fucking watches it?
Yeah, give me some Billy Strings. That's modern day.
Little dust in the
country.
baggie, dude.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what,
dude.
I'll tell you what.
That dude can play guitar,
You can play
man.
the fuck out of guitar. Dude,
Let's
we gotta
talk
get out of
about
here. What time is
yeah.
it? Fucking
I
10,
listen to the
10,
same
dude.
stuff I listened to in high school.
Same.
Me too.
Blink 182, Green
Yeah.
Day,
I
Real
do
Big Fish,
have to
Goldfinger.
say that the Metallica album they put out last year is probably their second best album of all time
What?
they've ever put out.
You're
I-
going to tell me
I
that
will
this
tell you-
album is better than Ride the Lightning
Yes.
or And Justice
No.
for All?
And Justice for All is the best album they ever made.
Okay. So you're going to tell me this album is better than Ride the Lightning
Yes.
or the Black Album?
Yes.
Really?
100%. 110% better than the Black Album.
Holy fuck.
I don't think they've ever made music more technical, and I've never listened to one of their albums from start to finish that took me on a mind blowing adventure than that album has.
Wow.
Fuck.
I think this album.
How old are them motherfuckers now?
Lars just turned 60. They don't play, and what people piss me off is I'm a diehard and I always will be a Metallica fan, diehard Metallica fan. People want Ride the Lightning every album. They want
Right.
and that'll never happen. A
No.
band cannot be successful.
I liked Saint Anger.
I love Saint Anger, and what they went through to make that album makes it even more special to me because they almost broke up as a band over that.
Right.
You know, James. That was the first time James went to rehab and Jason left the band. You know, all that shit. They almost were not Metallica anymore.
Right.
Yeah, Lars' snare sounded like shit, but
I think it was,
lyrically, it was a good album.
Production, like Bob Rock produced that album, I think,
Yeah.
Saint Anger.
Yeah.
And it was just, a lot of people were mad that it was produced poorly.
Yeah, but the story behind it, if you watch the documentary, will help spread light on a lot of that shit. So, but like I said, this new album that came out last year, I still listen to it and I'm like, holy shit, how are they this old and playing this well? Like they harmonize in their solos better than they ever have. Like it's wild. I went and saw them in November up in Detroit. My buddy took me up there for my birthday, and I've seen them 7 times now. That sounded the best that I've ever seen them.
Wow.
It sounded like when they played their old shit, it sounded like you were listening to the album. Like the solos were almost note for note exact. The pitch was just loud enough to where it was like, this
You know,
is
you know what
awesome.
blows my mind about Metallica?
What?
Robert Trujillo
Yeah,
is the longest tenured bass player in Metallica's history.
it is. He just said, was it 21 years, I think?
That is mind blowing because Jason Newsted
Was like 16.
was the guy forever.
Yeah.
You know,
Seemed like
obviously Cliff
Yeah.
would probably still be the bass player if not
I had that discussion with Mike Carmer.
for a terrible accident.
One of those memes that said if you could go back and change anything in history, what would it be? And women would be like, "Oh, I'm your granddaughter from the future."
Yeah,
Men
yeah.
would be like, "Lars, go switch beds with Cliff."
Jesus.
So right. And I get the point. It's a meme, but like
Right.
I 100% disagree because like as talented as a bass player as Cliff was, they would not be Metallica with him still in the band.
Really?
No, they would not. That's the best thing they ever did was get rid of Dave Mustaine.
Well,
And I love Dave. I love Megadeth, and he like what they do. I like, but
You can love Megadeth, but Dave Mustaine's a cocky fucking prick.
Yeah, and but that's why him and Lars didn't get along,
Right.
Because they both wanted to be the alpha dog, you know. But I think all that shit that had happened, like, made them even better. Like, I hate the fact that Cliff died.
Right.
He was by far the best player they had, way better than the other two. But I feel like that he was going to take them in a different direction than what they ended up in.
Right.
And I think they would have fizzled out. I think that I hate to say this because I don't want to, you know, I think they would have been like a modern day Motley Crue.
The thing about it is, I don't think Cliff would have made Saint Anger.
They wouldn't have been at that point to make Saint Anger.
Right. But say they did get there.
No.
I don't think Cliff would have made that album.
Nope. I agree. No, Dave wouldn't have made that album.
No.
Dave would have been like, get that fucking snare out of here.
Right. Right.
But if you get a chance, listen to the new album. It's called 72 Seasons.
I'll listen to it tonight when I'm door dashing.
It's
By the way, order DoorDash all night.
does it go all night?
I usually get out. I usually get out about 9 p.m. and I'll go till 3 a.m. sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it delivered.
Lots
that
of
late.
rallies at Taco Bell, man.
Yeah?
Lots of rallies at Taco Bell.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that this weekend. Yeah, I'm serious. Like, if you listen to that album, it'll blow your mind.
What's it called?
72 Seasons.
72 Seasons.
About the first 18 years of your life, basically.
Wow.
There's 72 seasons in the first 18 years.
Right.
It's like I cannot explain. I went and watched. They had the day before the album came out up at the IMAX. You could go and watch the album release. It's just not them at all. I mean, they talked,
Right.
but like it was just like videos that were created by whoever. But like you could hear it in the IMAX, and I sat there and I listened to it, and I'm like, I only knew one of the songs. I didn't listen to the other singles that they released, and I'm like, I was sitting there, I was like, how the fuck is this Metallica?
Right.
Like I figured like it was gonna be good, but I'm like, the very last song is called Inamorta or something like that. I don't know. It's like the longest song they've ever made. It's like 12 minutes long, but that 12 minutes is insane.
Banger shit.
Yeah, it's like, and it goes through all the highs and the lows. So check it out. And I'll shut up now.
All right. Well, guys, for Tyler, me, and Kyle
That's a long
Killinger,
one. Oh, good
2
shit.
hours, man.
Yeah.
2 hours of doing this.
Hetfield would be a good country singer.
We're gonna agree.
I agree. Somebody said that. Killed him. I'd listen to it.
Kyle still says computers do amazing things.
Well, when I saw him in Detroit, that was them singing it, and that was them playing it.
Right.
No computers.
I know you can do a lot of shit in the studio. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but like,
right.
it sounded amazing.
That's like Brooks and Dunn, dude. Like they sound like you were listening to it right there on the fucking radio. Like they were good.
Yeah,
Saw the light.
been baptized
By the fire in your
yeah.
touch. The flame in your eyes. Good night, everybody.
Oh shit.
Peace.